All right, you guys, this your boy back at y'all with another one. Let's get into the funk. You know who I rep. LDBC Lions Den basketball community all fucking day and all fucking night and twice on Sunday. Give the video a like, hit subscribe, ring the bell whenever I go live. That way you get the notifications. Also subscribe to the Patreon. Let's talk about this. Shout out to Omega Red, first one up in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. So look, I had a lot of fun put my foot in Trump supporters' asses, right? And, and while as entertaining and as shout out to Luda Rider Sports and Anna, salute to you for being in the building. You know what I'm saying? Adrian Barbie, salute. As much fun as it was putting my foot in Trump's asses, now we got to shift to the demon rats, right? And I'm talking about two people in particular, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And we're going to start with Kamala Harris. Shout out to Stephanie Dews and Amir Ahmad in the building. We're going to start with this clap-having Jezebel known as Kamala Harris. So now the question is asked, is she nothing more than a footnote, right? To me, the answer is yes. She's nothing more than a footnote. But hey, let's talk about it, because before we get to where we're at now, we got to go back to where we were before. So if you go back to Martin Luther King Day, right? Good old grand example of grandstanding, right? She name dropped all these women like Shirley Chisholm and this person and that person. And Martin Luther King Day, you couldn't pick no other day to announce your candidacy for president and shit. Oh, don't worry, I will. I will. You couldn't pick no other day to announce your candidacy for president, right? And you got people out there that call themselves trying to compare her to Barack Obama. So let's compare the two, shall we? First of all, when Barack Obama laid out his groundwork for president, he did it at the 2004 Democratic National Convention, right? That his announcement, his speech laid the groundwork for his presidency campaign in 2008. If you look at Kamala Harris, when did she drop some kind of, omnipotent, oh my God, this girl right here, she's amazing. Did she do that at some kind of Democratic National Convention? Huh? No, she didn't. She dropped off the back of a truck, holds a press conference, talk about truth, decency, honor, and respect. And hey, I'm going to be president of the United States on Martin Luther King Day. Grandstanding, right? Now, don't get me. Now, to be fair, I was almost guilty of drinking the fucking Kool-Aid. I almost drank the Kool-Aid. I almost drank the Kool-Aid. I was like, oh my God, Kamala Harris. Oh my God, I never seen her before. She looked good, man. I might vote for her. Damn, I'm about to jack off to this woman, right? And then I had to do research. And when I did research, the dick shriveled up. Because if you go by this woman's history, this woman's history is reprehensible. She tried to pass herself off as this progressive. The only thing you got progressive on was the men you switched on. That's the only thing progressive. Hey, maybe if I stop fucking this 60-year-old man, I'm going to turn around and fuck this 30-year-old man. That was the only thing progressive about Kamala Harris. So, for real, let's just be honest about that. Look, I've made tons of videos. Shout out to Koba in the building, the Venting Cowboys fan. I made tons of videos, right? If you subscribe to my homie Tom Bendis Sports and Entertainment, he's made videos depicting this woman, right? Cali Enigma, he made videos depicting this woman and all the bullshit that she's done, right? This woman, if you just look up her record is reprehensible. We can talk about the forensics person who was messing with evidence to where 600 cases had to get overturned, or Jamal Truelove, the case about him, the case about George Gage, right? The case of Matrice Richardson, who I always was talk about on this channel, right? But she got enough nerve to be sitting up there on the Senate floor running her mouth about Breonna Taylor. Where you got now Kamala Harris 2.0 in male form, known as Daniel Cameron, that Kentucky Fried Coon made from 11 herbs and spices, doing the same exact shit. Now you got that fucking bastard calling himself, well, I'm going to throw myself in an antitrust suit for Google, and then I'm going to help the president, combat this widespread voter fraud that's going on in the country. The fuck out of here, dude. You're irrelevant. You're irrelevant. You clown ass, pussy ass motherfucker. Anyway, I'm getting off that motherfucker. I'm getting back on the goddamn Kamala Harris. So we go through this timeline, right? She made that whole thing about busing, right? The whole thing where, Joe Biden make this whole thing about, busing and he wrote this law of busing and I was affected by that busing. That person was me. All that shit, right? And then you got that corny ass motherfucker Van Jones, while he's not crying on TV, he's cooking up bullshit, talking about a star is born. Oh, yes, a star is born in Kamala Harris, right? Get the fuck out of here. We've been saying for months how this woman's record was reprehensible. Tulsi Gabbard, you know what I'm saying? Tulsi Gabbard, when during the second debate, Detroit outed her for her record. And then, of course, like every other politician does, she tried to play this word salad, right? She tried to put on this word salad. They ain't got no flavor, no kind of calories, no nothing. Talk about as an attorney general in the state of California. Right, it take you had to say all that. You can just say as an attorney general, as the elected attorney general in the state of California. I did all the work necessary. Man, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. This woman couldn't even carry, she barely could carry 10% of the vote in California. But you want me to believe that she is going to be this beacon of light that's going to bring change to America. She's going to carry the Democratic Party into the future, into the stratosphere, right? She's this woman of color, right? Because I cannot stand that fucking term, woman of color. What the fuck is a woman of color? You're either black or you're not. Just because you went inside your attic and you found a box of Converse and you blew the dust off that motherfucker and you wore it, tested it out, did a couple dances on it, don't make you fucking black. Just because you pour some hot sauce on some goddamn collard greens at a fucking black restaurant, don't mean you're black. What you did after you did that little photo op and you ate that little collard greens and shit like that, you went in the bathroom and washed your mouth out with goddamn Listerine. What you did after that? I bet you found the nearest Asian shop right across the street after you did that, right, Kamala Harris? You trifling ass bitch. This woman couldn't even carry 10% of the goddamn vote. She was the first one to drop out in the goddamn state in the presidential election, right? There's all kinds of goddamn. You have people. I'm gonna pull up an article, right? And this sums it all up for her presidential campaign, right? Her campaign manager at the time. Her campaign manager wrote a fucking scathing article about her. Her name was Kelly Mellenbacher. Let's talk about this, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Right. Let's talk about all the shit you gonna do to get this here, baby. Yeah. All right. I'm going to read this expose. So let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this scam artist known as Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden, sloppy Joe Biden. Let me ask you something, sloppy Joe Biden. You had to resurrect whole Happy Jackie from the dead, right? You had to do that. This woman was in obscurity, and you had to rescue her from the dead. Man, I tell you. Anyway, I'm going to read this expose, right? Take off my jacket for this one. You know what I'm saying? You got to get gutted in this bitch. That's right. All right, so Ms. Harris is the only 2020 Democrat who has fallen hard out of top tier of candidates. She's proven to be an uneven campaigner who changes her message and tactics to little effect and has a staff torn in the factions, right? Because hey, I'm gonna read this part again. She is proven to be an uneven campaigner who changes her message and tactics. Oh, you know who does that? You know who changes their messages and tactics? You know who does that? A chameleon. That's right, a chameleon. A textbook definition of a chameleon. They change to blend in with the environment. So when she in front of for example, right? When she's in front of people that's like, say like she's in front of black people, right? She'll, start talking like a black woman, right? And then when she's in front of Asian people, she starts talking language of Asian culture. And then when she's at goddamn on what's that show? What's that syndicated radio show? The Breakfast Club. And they ask her, "Hey, do you smoke weed?" Yeah, I smoke. I'm Jamaican. What the fuck are you saying? Shout out to my brother Ticket in the building. For real. This woman here calling herself talking about, well, I'm a Jamaican. And she telling lies about, when I went through Howard, I listened to Tupac and Snoop Dogg or whatever like that. Really? You listen to Tupac and Snoop Dogg in 86? Really? So let me get this straight. Where your hot tub time machine at? Where your DeLorean at? Huh? Because I'm pretty sure that Snoop dropped this first album in 93 and Tupac dropped this first album in 91. So unless you got a hot tub time machine or a DeLorean, you're bullshitting. But this is what people want to get behind, right? When I put my foot in her ass or whatnot, over this sleeping it up with downtown Willie Brown and whatnot, right? They asked downtown Willie Brown, because downtown Willie Brown like that, like rocking that #1 grandfather chain on and whatnot, When they asked him, "Hey, you did Kamala Harris?" This motherfucker's like, yeah, we did it. So what? This is all nonchalant. I'm banging that thing out every day and twice on Sunday, right? Also, when you ask her about that, all of a sudden now she radio silent, right? All that goddamn pandering and shit. All that goddamn pandering don't make no goddamn sense. Now, what was exactly Ms. Harris's new strategy? How much money and manpower could they put in Iowa? What would their presence be like in early voting states? They couldn't answer those questions, right? Kamala Harris can't answer no question like that. If you ask her a question like that on the fly, this woman radio silent. She started dancing. She started tap dancing. She started, walking it out right to the exit. That's right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no answer for this shit. I'm out of here. This woman says this was her third presidential campaign. She's never seen an organization treat its staff so poorly. Her sister Maya Harris, the campaign chairwoman, laying off aides with no notice. Motherfuckers had to move to other parts to help out this trifling ass bitch, only to get fired for no reason. Right? But yet, this supposed to be the woman, right? This supposed to be the woman that gonna lead us into the stratosphere, right? This is what the letter said. To whom it may concern, it is with a heavy heart that I submit my resignation as State Operations Director at Kamala Harris for the People, effective November 30th, 2019. This is my third presidential campaign. I've never seen an organization treat its staff so poorly. While I still believe that Senator Harris is a stronger candidate to win the general election, right? I no longer have confidence in our campaign or its leadership. So let me ask you something. See, this is that bullshit right there. So if you don't have confidence in her campaign or its leadership, then how in the fuck can she be the strongest candidate to win the general election? She couldn't lead cows to a slaughterhouse. She couldn't lead the Keebler elves to big cookies and shit. But yet she's supposed to be this person that's going to lead the country to the stratosphere. She's this innovator, right? The fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. She ain't nothing but a goddamn trifling ass bitch. That's all she is. It is not acceptable to me that we encourage people to move from Washington, D.C. to Baltimore only to lay them off with no notice. No plan for them to change the campaign, and without thoughtful consideration or personal consequence to them on the consequences that they actually will have on the remaining staff, it is unacceptable that we would lay off anyone we hired only weeks earlier. It is unacceptable that with less than 90 days until audit, we still don't have a real plan to win. And there's evidence of that. There's evidence, right? Case in point, when she was on that interview with Angela Rye, right? And Angela Rye, I'm highly disappointed in you for interviewing this bitch. But anyway, I don't like calling girls bitches or whatnot, but this bitch right here, man. So you interviewed Kamala Harris and you asked her that softball puff piece cupcake question of who is the best rapper alive. And she mentioned Tupac Shakur. Really? Tupac Shakur. Now, Tupac been dead since 1996, right? And then she tried to clean it up, saying that, oh, well, Tupac lives forever in my heart. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, he lives forever in my heart. Yeah, okay. The fuck out of here. That's bullshit. You tried to clean that up. But through all that, she couldn't even name a rapper. Right? She couldn't even name a rapper. It fucking then like a week later after Ruth Ginsburg died, and then she would have calling Ruth Ginsburg the Notorious B.I.G. Get the fuck out of here. Really, bitch? That what you saying? That what you saying? Really? The Notorious B.I.G. You call that fucking white woman that fucking do nothing, goddamn old ass lady that y'all labeled the pioneer, right? You call her the Notorious B.I.G.? Someone should slap the wig off your fucking head for disrespect. Don't you ever disrespect the Notorious Big like that? The late great Christopher Wallace. What the fuck is wrong with you? You didn't start listening to Biggie Smalls until the week after. And you want to come in and say that shit? The fuck out of here. And she is an airhead. She ain't got no plan for nothing. That's the thing. If you get her in the room, right? Because this is what they did, right? Before I continue reading this, you know what? Let me finish reading this letter off. Our campaign for poor people is made up by diverse talent, which is being squandered by indecision and lack of leaders who believe. That is unacceptable. When morale has never been lower and additional people, only if they are laid off, and neither the campaign manager or the chair addresses the staff to explain, apologize, or reassure us of decisions being made in the path forward, something has got to give. Presidential campaigns are incredibly challenging work, and for good reason. We're asking people to trust us, to look out for them, to have their best interests at heart. Campaigns have highs and lows, mistakes, miscalculations, lessons learned, and adjustments being made. But because we have refused to confront our mistakes, foster an environment of critical thinking and honest feedback, or trust the expertise of the talented staff, we find ourselves making the same unforced efforts over and over and over again. And it certainly does not help the team to read our campaign Discord and Politico, because those things say that we have decided the best way to air the grievances is in the press instead of the leadership. Now, that is not how I would ever imagine my time at this campaign ending. And like I said, it was not an easy decision. I only hope that my departure might result in serious consideration of our structure, goals, internal communications, and what organizational values are. We are really amazing people on the staff, and I hate to see any more get to the point where I find myself writing this letter of resignation. Now, this woman here went on this long rant about how bad this woman mismanaged the campaign. Thanks, Erica Costa. Hit the like. Also, if you want to donate, there's the Cash App, there's the PayPal if you want to donate, right? This woman couldn't lead cows to a slaughterhouse, right? Couldn't lead a whole bunch of pigeons to a mountain of birdseed, but yet she's going to be the person that's going to lead us to the stratosphere in the country, right? That what y'all trying to tell me? Joe Biden, you fucked up, right? You could have won this election in the landslide, but instead you picked this whole happy Jackie clap-having Jezebel of a woman to be the goddamn vice presidential pick. Really? Really? Which leads us to the day. Will she have real clout? Well, You know, in a way, she does have real clout. Consider she was clout chasing all different types of men, right? Look, we talked about how she fucked Willie Brown. We talked about how she fucked Montel Williams on this channel. There's allegedly she was sleeping with not Hunter Biden, Bull Biden, the dude that passed away, right? Allegedly, and I do stress the word allegedly, right? But when you ask her about him, she goes into tears about him. So there had to be a real connection there. Interesting. And look, I need to tell y'all this, right? Kamala Harris was not their first choice. Why do you think it took Joe Biden damn near 6 months to make a goddamn decision who he wanted to be his vice president? No, not 6 months. Probably like 3-4 months. Right? Shout out to James J2121 in the building. Annie KIC, salute to you too. I appreciate you for being in here. Right? It took Joe Biden almost damn near 4 months to pick a goddamn running mate. She was not their first choice. Now, what really tipped everything off was the George Floyd incident. When the George Floyd incident happened in Minnesota and there was pressure to nominate a quote-unquote woman of color, right? Can't stand that fucking term. But anyway, a woman of color, right? And what was I saying, right? Because, I had people basically like, you can't get on Kamala Harris. That's a black woman. We gotta support our sister and all that. Really, dude? Really, though? This woman ain't even black. This woman ain't even called herself to be black. Shout out to Unique Dawn in the building. I appreciate you for being in here too. This woman ain't black. This woman ain't the first thing black. But yet, a lot of these, black bootlegs out here selling the soap. Like, you got that fucking Roland Martin motherfucker. Yeah, Roland Martin, the only talk about he's on the front lines of everything. Yeah, the front line of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, you fucking schmuck. That's the only front lines you've been at. Let's just be honest. And if it weren't for the pandemic, you'd be at the front lines of Golden Corral. That no neck having ass snap turtle, man. I can't stand that motherfucker, man. For real, man. Roland Martin, man, eat. Just eat like a goddamn pig. Just have the characteristics and the look of a fucking pig. Eat. Fuck out of here. Anyway, this woman. Hold on, I'm gonna put it up on the screen for you, just in case you don't know what this fucking, this scam artist look like. Y'all need to know what a scam artist look like. She talk all this shit about Donald Trump. Hell, this woman just as bad, if not worse than that motherfucker. Look at her. She really called herself trying to speak. Look, just because you speak eloquent don't make you smart, okay? Ask Stephen A. Smith. This motherfucker try to use big words all the goddamn time. He sounds stupid as fuck. That is what a scam artist look like, okay? Her, that woman, right there. Clap her. When Kamala Harris stepped on stage for the first time as vice president-elect, she spoke emotionally of black women who are too often overlooked, but so often prove that they're the backbone of our democracy. Really? That ranks up there with Joe Biden talk about saying that, when Jacob Blake got shot in the back by those racist white cops, or, Jacob Blake, his incidents pierced the soul of the nation. The fuck out of here. Pierced the soul of the nation? No, those bullets pierced the skin off his back. And your rhetoric, you wrote the fucking crime bill, Joe Biden. That clap having Jezebel you got as your fucking VP enforced those laws, cooked up those bullshit truancy laws out there in San Francisco, But yet they want to sit up here and tell you how Donald Trump has separated people from their families at the border and all that, while their fucking laws that they cook up, right? Their fucking laws separated people from their families. So what the fuck is she saying? Shout out to my boy LVZ NBA Talk. Hey, go subscribe to LVZ NBA Talk because he dropped that real shit over there too. This woman ain't nothing but a goddamn Manchurian candidate. She ain't nothing but a fucking liar. And she even more dangerous than Donald Trump. Look, ain't no guarantee that Joe Biden is going to make it through his first term. Don't worry, we're going to get on Joe Biden. If you vote for Donald Trump, you ain't black. Yeah, we're going to get on that motherfucker soon enough. Trust me, that's coming too. You can't look at that woman and tell that she power hungry. This woman's on a goddamn power trip. But yet you got these, so-called black women, our sisters out there running with this woman. They're the same woman that run out there with Cardi B. Now, Cardi B, another culture vulture, she running around here interviewing Joe Biden with fucking fingernails looking like goddamn eagle talons and shit. What the fuck you gonna do? You gonna scoop a fucking worm out the ground? What the fuck? You over there interviewing Joe Biden and on behalf of the black community, and you're not black. You didn't want to be called black. So let me get this straight. You got a fucking racist and Cardi B interviewing Joe Biden, the author of the crime bill, right? If anything, Cardi B should be in jail when she went on that fucking diatribe on goddamn Instagram talking about how she was drugging and robbing men. But what she getting instead? Oh, she got a BET award. That's what she got. Instead of getting handcuffed, she got a fucking BET award for that shit. Anyway, let's keep on going. I don't understand the people that call themselves running behind Kamala Harris. Oh yeah, Kamala, all she did, she tried to dance to Cardi B, think that's gonna get the black vote, right? She put that video out dancing to Cardi B. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look, I right there, LVZ, I'm right there with you, homie. I'm right there with you. If you vote for Biden, you're a coon. If you vote for goddamn Donald Trump, you're a coon too. As far as I'm concerned, y'all different fans on the same snake, supporting these motherfucking bammers. Straight up. You can't sit up there and tell me that, oh, well, and then this the thing. This the thing that really plucks the feathers off my chicken, right? This thing that really pisses me off. When you ask them why you voting for Biden, oh, we got to get Donald Trump out of office. Really? Really? Okay. And then before that, it was this. Hey, so why you vote for Biden? Well, he was Obama's vice president for 8 years. That's what they were saying before that. They were saying whether it be about being Obama's vice president to we got to get Donald Trump out of office because Donald Trump is a white supremacist. He's a racist. And Joe Biden's not? Joe Biden is not? Really? Y'all might want to do a history lesson on Joe Biden. Y'all might want to do a history lesson on Kamala Harris. These motherfuckers is just as bad, if not worse, than Donald Trump. Way before Donald Trump even thought about becoming president, they've been writing laws putting people in jail. That's black. Come on now. Let's tell the truth in this bitch. Let's tell the truth in this motherfucker, man. Motherfucker be misled and lie to all the goddamn time, man. We got the internet. You can look up all the information you want on your phone, your fucking watch, all this other shit. And you sitting up here and let NBC and all these other motherfuckers rewrite history for y'all. What? You had Africans, Jamaicans crying and not coming. Oh, see, man. Hey, LVZ, they was out there yesterday. Bro, you see they was out there yesterday acting a goddamn fool up there in DC, man?
Oh, yeah, they had the whole streets clogged. I think motherfucking some of the Africans and Jamaicans I work with was out there. Seriously.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm telling you some real shit. You talking about Biden and shit, but y'all niggas need to start talking about some of these damn Trump supporters this black. I mean, I had dudes who not coming to work and they literally told somebody else, man, Trump laws. I'm like, what? Are you serious? I got the Michael Myers and Jason. That's who you was voting for. That's
Pretty
who the
much.
fuck. Did you want the machete or the butcher knife? Which one you want?
And what flavor of white supremacy y'all like? Y'all like the sweet kind or you like the sour kind?
Right. Look, let me tell you, you know what you were voting for when it was Obama versus McCain? That was Candyman versus Chucky. And then when it was Obama versus, who was that, Romney? It was
Mitt Romney,
Candyman versus Pinhead from Hellraisers. When it was Trump versus Hillary, that was Harley Quinn versus Michael Myers. Look, man, you not going to win is the point I'm trying to make. You won't live.
Basically. So, you know, my thing is people out there dancing and all that because Joe Biden won. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all dancing for?
It was a girl in the city that said, she ain't want to replace one. She said to CNN, she was like, shit, I'm not dancing. Look, he ain't say what he gonna do either. He already locked a whole bunch of us up. Shit, she was like, all that motherfucker dancing need to stop.
Yeah. You got that, and then you got that coon ass Wanda Sykes. You on Twitter yesterday talking about we won. I'm like, what the fuck did we win?
Well, she did win. She did.
Oh yeah, because she, you know, she little
right.
That's what
I'm saying. You gotta understand. Some of these black folks that's out there dancing got ulterior motives. They like cucumbers up their butt or whatever.
Hell
know. Some of these sisters out there, they like fur burgers on their lips. Of course, they won something.
Yeah. Yeah, all them carpet munchers up there, yeah, they did win something.
Right. So yeah, you can't go by what Wanda Sykes said, just like Jason Johnson. That moist ass motherfucker, of course he won. He get the, they ain't gonna nullify his marriage to his boyfriend Mike.
Yeah, I see Jason Johnson, man. That dude's an idiot, man. He, look, like I said the other day, man. All these motherfuckers running around here with doctors on their title. Look, when I encounter a real doctor, hey, my name is Jason, and I'm going to be taking care of you today. A fake doctor be like, hey, my name is Dr. Jason Johnson.
That's the truth. No doctor really actually introduces hello, I'm doctor. No, how you doing? I'm going to be your doctor. I'm such and such.
Yeah.
If you got to throw doctor on your shit, it's probably because you cheated on your test. Don't nobody want no doctor that cheated on his test.
Don't look, if you got a doctorate in keyboarding, get the fuck out of here. You ain't no goddamn doctor.
But one thing I will say about Kamala Harris, I will say one thing about her. When it comes to locking up black women and black men, really not too many people can fuck with her, I mean,
anybody else.
It's one thing I can say about her, when it comes to locking us up, she's right up there with all the great white supremacists. I'm talking Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Biden. She's right there with them.
Oh yeah, she's right there with him. Hell, shit, you give her any more time, man, she might surpass him.
Oh yeah, well, she got more years left in them. So, and it's more people. She might be well on her way, man. Arresting more. She might be well on her way, arresting more niggas than been on the slave ship. Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. More niggas than the good ship Jesus. Who in the room with us? Who that in the room with us?
Well, Lou the writer. Hey, what's up, Lou?
What's up, man? Like, I'm just thinking about how Bernie Sanders called her out on her bullshit way back in the election. They was having those little debates, and everybody said that Bernie Sanders would have been the best guy to pick for the Democrat to lead them everybody said, no, we got to pick Joe Biden because Joe Biden had the history of being working with the president and being part of the presidency.
And you know what? I did a video about this a few days ago, right? The bootlegs change everything. So if you don't know who I'm talking about, Jim Clyburn, aka Steven from Django, that motherfucker changed everything for Joe Biden because Joe Biden was on the brink of extinction. And South Carolina was the first state Joe Biden has won. Of the 3 times he ran for president, South Carolina was the first state he won.
Right. Go
ahead, bro.
He got Jig and Jim. He got Jig and Jim. Jim the Jigaboo. Jim Jig.
But here's the thing was, when Joe Biden went on Tonight Show, he said everything that was going to happen in the election, and it actually did happen.
Well, hey, shit. Well, the good. I mean, good for him, because, I mean, let's be honest, Lou, they said that same shit the Clinton election, and it didn't happen that way. So, I mean, look, I don't got no, I'm not like everybody else. I actually believe that motherfucker lost. My problem is you ran 2 inferior candidates who, really, when you still look at it, they saying like 150 million people voted. That's still 250 million people that did not vote.
Mm-hmm.
This country is supposed to have anywhere between 300 and 400 million people. If only 150 million people voted, that still means the largest voting block was the block that did not vote.
But I need them straight.
Yeah.
So you can do that after 11.
Man, look, I even palm colored people like, man, I'm not voting for neither one of these candidates. So
right.
That thing is, if you got palm colored out there saying that, then why we got buck dancers out here saying that? Yeah, man, I gotta vote for Joe Biden, man, because I don't like Donald Trump.
We have on the
well, shit, to be honest, I ain't like no president. That's why I've never voted. It's not me and my father. I tell this story all the time on my channel. Every time I get a chance, I tell y'all, my dad did not want to talk to me for a year because I would not vote for Obama. I would not leave my house and go vote. And he asked me, come on, all these years you see a black president? I said, Dad, we don't know this nigga. I said, you the one that taught me that when it's a black person that I don't know, I need to ask more questions. Man, the man graduated magna cum laude. I said, Dad, they gave you all them accolades. You didn't know that shit until they told you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know Barack Obama was magna cum laude and Mr. Harvard Law. You didn't know that shit until those white folks told you. That already made me suspect. It ain't no such thing as a black person that do something for black people that black people don't know. And you already know that that's the truth.
All day long. Look,
we know who Darren Seals is.
Yep.
We know who Darren Seals is. That's prime example. We know, I mean, this is a bad example, but we know that motherfucker, what's his name? D. Ray McKesson. We know these motherfuckers. Nobody know Barack Obama. They just, come on, man. Ain't no such thing as no chia nigga. You just put the seeds in the ground, pour it. Here's a nigger. Hey, you can vote for him. Nigger. Nobody does that.
Yeah. Look, for all you guys in the media, for all you guys watching this video, right? If you see that the white media is propping up a black person and they're not going after them with no vitriol, your head need to be standing up in the back of your neck.
Hell yeah.
I mean, look who Kamala Harris is fucking married to.
Right. A white woman.
Yeah, a white Jewish dude.
Yeah, and we already know, when you collide with the devil, I can't trust you.
When she loves that white milk.
Yeah, you already know I'm not rolling with you when you rolling with the devil. when you running with the devil, you can't be running with the devil.
Yeah, you can't run with the white devil. You can't be a zaddy worshiper, and then you come on, then you trying to make yourself to be, well, I'm this strong black woman. No,
Shit, I mean, somebody just said something about us doing Canadian politics. Tell me what the fuck's the difference? It's a motherfucking white supremacist that dressed in blackface up there. That's why I be laughing at people who talk about niggas be talking about Canada. Justin Trudeau was in blackface, and black people up there did absolutely nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. Not a thing. Not a thing. So, yeah, sister, it ain't nothing different from up Canada. Y'all got a bunch of white supremacists up there. We got a bunch of white supremacists down there. Trump wasn't different from no other white supremacists, and Biden is just your run-of-the-mill white supremacist. That's it. What we gonna get different? We gonna look. White supremacy gonna go back to being. You gonna go back to being Mr. Nigga instead of nigga. Lou, now there's Mr. Nigger. Step out of the car. Now when they tase you, they gonna let you know. I'm about to tase you, nigger. Now, not just tase you.
And check it, man. This woman here ain't nothing but a goddamn clout chaser, man. Look, like I said, this woman could be even more dangerous than Donald Trump. Everybody talking shit about Donald Trump, and look what this bitch doing, right?
Anna, y'all snap so much that we ain't hear shit about what y'all did. Fuck out of here. We snap. Don't even start that shit. We didn't see no backlash. That motherfucker is still look. We still get a Ralph Northam still won't come out in a crowd full of black people. Justin Trudeau is sitting there eating fried chicken with y'all. Cut the bullshit. Y'all ain't snap. Y'all didn't snap because y'all run around up there talking about it ain't no white supremacy just like they do in Britain. Please don't start that bullshit with me because this is not the one. I'm not sure if you know, I am not the one. I do all my research. A few of y'all typed on social media, but more of y'all had shit to say about LeBron James, which doesn't concern y'all, than y'all had to say about motherfucking Justin Trudeau.
And that's why I get on a lot of people, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no. I mean, we going hard. These players on basketball players hard than we going on that motherfuckers that doing us wrong.
Right. Motherfuckers look, and then motherfuckers going on the basketball players that do shit for the community. Like somebody was telling me some girl on Ticket talk about LeBron. I don't even know who that lady is, but miss, keep your mouth closed about LeBron James. You not even from here. You not even from here. You listening to somebody else. I love Ticket. Ticket not even here. Ticket live overseas, so he can't even speak for what somebody doing for their people. I heard somebody say something about LeBron James in China. Let me say this once and for all. Fuck China. They dress in blackface. We don't owe them shit. They come to our neighborhoods, build stores in our neighborhoods, treat us like shit, beat up on our women. Why the fuck would somebody like LeBron James go over there and talk about that's messed up what they doing to China? Nigga, you better get the fuck up out of here.
Shit, you got motherfuckers that be going there eating General Tso's chicken and all that shit.
Sweetheart, I guarantee you don't want this smoke. You don't want this smoke, sweetheart. Trust me, you don't want this smoke. This is not Ticket TV. If you the Anna that they talk about on Ticket TV, sweetheart, you don't want this smoke. Trust me, you don't want it. There's other things you can do, but you don't want this smoke.
And now, we got action.
Now, it's all respect. It's all love this morning. But understand, I am a different type of snake. I will bite your ass while I'm slithering beside you.
Hey, we got action. What's up, Anna? We got action.
What's up, LB? What up, y'all?
What's up?
Morning, LB.
What's up?
You got me
hello,
in a good
Annalisa.
mood this morning with
Hey, that's okay. That's good. It's good to be in a good mood. But let's be honest. Canada ain't do shit. but suck on maple leaves and hug on motherfucking maple syrup and
Okay.
eat circle bacon.
Okay. 1 second.
Wow, bro.
Before we
That's
get
all the
to
fuck
that
y'all did.
shit,
Y'all suck. Hold on, I detect
before
the
we get
accent.
right on
I
into
no, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, heifer. Fuck out of here, heifer. Fuck out of here, heifer.
That's the
All the
problem.
fuck y'all did was lean on motherfucking maple syrup and make motherfucking circle bacon.
You
That's all the fuck
you
y'all did.
sound right.
That's
That's a
all
small
you
sample.
did. That's all
That's a
you
small sample,
bitches
bro.
did.
I can't debate with somebody.
That's all you bitches did
I can't
was
do that.
play Drake and listen to Tory Lanez. That's
I
all you
blame
bitches
because
did.
you know what?
Don't call it
You're
LB, bitch.
intelligent,
You
and
dealing
you
with
anybody
VZ
else
now,
that's
bitch.
you're
Don't
somebody
call
else
for
you
LB,
but
bitch.
him,
You came in here to talk
he's
shit
not
to the right
intellectually
nigga,
inclined.
bitch.
He's
Look, bitch.
uninformed and he's
No,
ignorant.
bitch.
No,
No,
I can
bitch.
do
You
this. I can do
uninformed.
this.
You the same
What can
stupid
I do
bitch
this?
that told LeBron shut
Only
up
thing I
and
can do,
dribble.
I can put
I
on
couldn't
I can
wait
put a
to
red
get
nose
you,
on
you
his
Laura
face
Ingram,
and I can
ugly
wash his
face
hands and laugh.
skeletal
I
looking
can't do
bitch.
anything with this man.
I seen your motherfucking
I can't do
avatar.
anything with this
You
man.
look like piss and death on a motherfucking string. You ugly bitch.
Is this an act?
Are you done?
Are you serious right now? Wow.
Are
I'm
you done?
serious.
He's going ham.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm serious.
It's
I couldn't wait
you
to get this bitch
it's
on the line.
very early. It's very
I
early for you
couldn't
to be
wait.
this emotional.
I heard so much bad shit about this bitch. I heard
Okay,
so
but
much bad shit about
but
it,
now I'm on
and
the
everybody
line. Why
told
don't
me
you have a
they was like,
conversation with
"Beezy,
me
this
instead
bitch
of
be
being Wendy
cooning
Williams
like,
and
nah, I
learning
don't
from this
have
person and that
conversations
person?
with coons.
Don't be
I
like
don't
Wendy
have
Williams.
conversations with
Get the
coons.
information
I
from the
talk
source.
at you
Don't he
coons,
say, she
not
say,
to
me
you
bitch.
coons.
I'm on the
I talk
line.
at
You
you
want to know,
coon
you can
ass
ask.
niggas,
Because you
not to
sound
you
like a
coon
fucking little
ass
bitch.
niggas.
You
I
sound like
talk
Wendy
at you
Williams
coon
sipping on
ass
tea.
niggas,
Talking about he
not
said, she
to
said, I
you
heard this or
coon
that.
ass
No.
niggas.
Go to the source.
Once again,
Go to
biatch,
the source.
I
I
talk
am
at
the
you
source.
coon ass
What do you
niggas,
want to know?
not
You
to
say,
you
what do you
coon
know?
ass niggas.
Who's the
While
source?
you sitting your
Okay
motherfucking
then. You
curry
have
goat
anything to
eating
say. LB,
ass
what's next?
up there in Canada,
LB, what's next?
sucking on
You
a
have
maple
nothing.
leaf.
Listen, you're ignorant. I
I
don't have
don't
Anna's
think
nothing
he
to say to
not
you.
carry goats
cool
like that.
I
and
have nothing to say
sucking
to you.
on a
You
maple
can't
leaf.
have a conversation
Stop
with
it,
me.
dude.
You
Stop
can't do
it.
anything. I can't do anything
And
with you.
William, eat
I
a
can't
dick.
have
You
no. I
just
can't have
mad
a
because I
conversation
burned you up.
with Wendy
Come
Williams.
on, man.
Wendy, keep
If you the
reporting your
same one that
stories,
said
Wendy.
that shit about
You keep
LeBron
sipping on
James,
your tea,
I couldn't
Wendy.
wait
I
to
can't
get
have
you
a
on the
conversation
line.
with you.
Are you the
You're
same one that said black
incoherent.
people
You
need to
keep
stand
Oh
up for
shit.
Chinese?
Oh
keep
fuck.
looking.
Oh
You
man.
can't even
Are
have a
you the
It's
same one
gonna
that
conversation.
it's
said
gonna
black
be a
people
You
need
heated
to stand up
ass
for
cannot have
panel
a
right
Chinese?
here, man.
conversation.
You got the homie Will up here too. Oh shit.
You cannot have a conversation. Look at you. You're
Not with
incoherent.
you.
You're
No,
screaming and you're
not with
emotional.
you, not with
You're
stupid niggas.
okay. Then
Not
you
with
can't have
stupid
a
niggas.
conversation with me.
Yesterday,
Then
it
fuck,
was just
look at
like
my
the
cry.
dumb nigga talk about
Stop
Leon
crying.
Rose
Look at you
yesterday.
crying and getting
Fuck out of
emotional.
here.
I heard
I'm
you.
not
What up?
gonna
I heard
treat
you.
you
Yo, good
Why are you
morning, yo.
mad?
like
What up,
y'all
chat?
on my
What
level.
up, LB?
I'm not
What's up,
gonna
What's wrong
Will?
treat
with
you
you? I'm so
inferiors
angry. Oh my
like you
god,
on my
What
Anna, I
up,
level.
can't, I
Lou?
can't talk
Me
to
and
Anna.
LB,
I
we
can't
can have
talk
a
to Anna.
conversation. Me and Lou the
What
writer,
up,
we
Anna?
can have a conversation.
Dude.
Who's
Me
that?
and the other brothers,
Yo,
we can
why
have a
you talking junk? Why
conversation.
you talking so much
Oh,
junk
Come
to
on
her,
with
son?
that
William.
bullshit.
Morning, William.
We can't have one.
Cause
No, we
to
don't
him
have to have
to
one.
him
I'm good
she's
with
the black
Wendy
Man,
white
Williams.
version
I
of
William,
just
fuck
Steve.
I
out of
Conversation.
here.
just jumped
That's
on.
how
I
I
just
feel.
jumped on.
Let's go
William,
with
All
you.
right,
William,
I
a
just jumped
lame
on
ass
and
nigga
holla
like
at
you can
LB.
never
'Cause
speak
I
for
heard
me,
all the shit
William.
going on.
A lame nigga like you can
Well,
never
don't
speak
listen
for
to
me. I
him. Don't
said
listen
what
to
was
him.
on my mind.
Don't listen
Fuck
to him.
out of here, clown ass nigga.
He's a little snake. He likes to
Yo,
go. Oh,
he sound like a hater, man.
you know what, William? It's he said, she said. It's Wendy Williams. He's sipping on his tea. I heard about you, Anna. Sipping on his tea like a little bitch. But he can't talk to the source. He can't come to the source. He's a little bitch. You
All
don't
right,
want
Joe.
to have a conversation with me.
Let's bring this down a little bit.
You don't want to. He can't have a conversation with me. I'm not. I am the one. You think you're not the one. I am the one. Come to the source. Don't cry about it, Wendy Williams. Don't get your information from Voldemort, from Harry Potter, that fucking snake. I'm the one. I am the one. I am online at all times. You want to know something about me? Have a conversation with me.
Yo,
I'm
Myron.
coherent. I'm
Yo,
intelligent.
Myron. I know you be snitching on people, Myron.
Hey, hold on.
Don't be hating on me.
Who's Myron?
Hold on. Let's bring the temperature down a little bit. I'm trying to get back at this
Myron be
Kamala
coming out
Harris.
of nowhere in the
This
chat.
trifling ass bitch.
Wait, LB,
Kamala Harris.
can I ask you a question, LB?
All right.
And
Go ahead.
I just want to know this from LB because I know William was there when I was having this conversation, and I know William understands me, and I have an understanding of William, and that's why he and I can rock with each other. But I want to hear this from you, LB, because I made a comment that seem to get a lot of backlash, and like a lot of things seem to come in question when I made this comment. And I want to know from you what you take from this the conversation that we were having. We were talking about LeBron James, okay? And we were
All
talking,
right, so
and you
typically we don't talk about LeBron on this channel, but go ahead. You know,
you really don't.
look. This is my thing. When I talk about LeBron James, right? We talk about from a basketball standpoint, but when us in the black community, the stuff LeBron James has done for the black community, that cannot be questioned. That cannot be. There's no question about that.
Okay, no, but no. So that's not the nature of the conversation. I'm just. It's not really about that. Let me go into it. And I promise you, we won't ever have this conversation again. I didn't even know that this was that kind of channel, but I respect it actually. So the nature of the conversation was this: there was a hypocrisy. So whatever's going on in China is going on in China for whatever reason. LeBron wants to sort of back away. He has lucrative investments there. And we all understand that obviously, you know, you have investments there. There's a lot of lucrative stuff going on with you in China. You don't want to lose those investments. We get that. My issue with LeBron is, and my issue when I made this comment was, we have real political and social activists that came before him. This is someone who wants to be more than a player, right? But we have real activists, we had real examples of Black men who sacrificed and risked their life for a cause. And the cause is the advancement of their people. In every facet and every capacity. We've seen that in history already. So if LeBron is someone who wants to be more than a basketball player, if LeBron is someone who says that, you know, that they're social activists and these are things that matter to him. For me, if you see what's going on in China, you see the treatment of the Black citizens in China.
That's
Whatever
bad.
was going on at that time, for him to not have a line in the sand, for him to completely disregard what was going on. I don't give a fuck. Listen, this is one thing about me. I don't live in China. But if there's maltreatment of my people and I'm not okay with it, I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna advocate for them. Because injustice here is injustice everywhere. I am going to say something about it. Period.
Okay,
My thing is, hold on. This is my only problem. My only problem is if LeBron is not willing to really sacrifice for a cause that requires sacrificing, he has not earned the title. It's more than a title. He hasn't earned the social activist moniker or title, whatever you want to call it. And I take issue with that. So I say, listen, if you're not doing this, if you're not riding until the wheels fall off and you're not willing to sacrifice, then do whatever it is that you do best. Don't pretend. We've had pretenders in the past. Don't pretend that you're a social activist. And then, you know, if it doesn't look good for you in the media, you sort of, you know, you fall back. Or if it doesn't look good for your lucrative investments, you fall back. But when everybody's looking at you and you feel like you have to say something and the pressure's on, then you want to say something and then you want to speak up. I took issue with that. So I said, listen, if you're not going to sacrifice, if you're not going to do what is required of you to do in that moment, which is to speak up, which is to advocate for, then do your job. You are
okay.
paid to do your
Hold on,
job.
Anna.
That's
Hold on, Anna. So first of all, it is not LeBron James's job to advocate for anything. That's why we have elected officials.
No. But if he says that he's more than an athlete, if he says that this is something that he cares about,
Look, I get what you're saying, Anna, but at the same time,
activist, then he's made it his job.
We have elected. That's why we have elected officials. Elected officials are supposed to be the one that. Hey, who's vacuuming rats and shit?
That's not.
Me.
I don't know.
I was vacuuming.
Oh, this is my thing. It is not LeBron's job to advocate for whatever it is, right? Because this is the thing. For the couple things we get on LeBron James about, there's a tons of other things that LeBron James has done for the black community that don't get talked about, right? So my thing is this: That's why we have elected officials. If you know, everybody getting on LeBron James. LeBron James has done tons for the black community.
No,
He's
but
done tons.
you're disregarding what I'm saying though. You're saying it's not his job, and I'm in agreement with you. But I'm saying that when a person comes out and they want to take on responsibility by calling themselves an activist, if they want to call themselves more than an athlete, more than a basketball player.
When did he say he was an activist?
Well, he tweeted it. That was a while ago. He's always tweeting something about being more than a basketball player, and it's something. It was a while ago.
Yeah, she might be right about that. I'm going to look.
Yeah, but
up.
still, I mean,
listen. I don't want LeBron to save the world, but if I call myself if I call myself a social activist, if I'm more than a student or whatever it is, whatever my job is, I'm going to make the sacrifices and I'm going to put things on the line because that's what a social activist does. But
LeBron never said he was a social activist. Hold on, let me go through his timeline. I need to see this because I never heard LeBron James coming out saying he was a social activist and all that. Look, this is my thing. What LeBron James does with his time and his money, that's his business. Who are we to come out here and tell him what he should? What he's supposed to do with his time? What he's supposed to do with his money? That's none of our business. What he does with his time and money. It's not his job to go out there and say something about China. That's why we have elected officials.
You're right. But if that's the case, then you let them do that and you do your job, right? If that is the case, then you let everyone do their jobs. You don't insert yourself in it and not sacrifice. That's my point.
What are you supposed to sacrifice?
What? Listen. What
would have
happened if he spoke out against what was going on in China? He would have made
what happened there. Nothing would. You saw what happened when he did spoke, right?
Huh?
You saw what? Look, LeBron James he's at a catch-22. If he says something, right, they're gonna get at him. If he doesn't say anything, they're gonna get at him anyway. So I mean, I'm trying to figure out where are you getting at with LeBron James when it comes to this specific issue?
If that's the case,
he can't win. If he says something, they're gonna get at him. If he don't say anything, they're gonna get at him just as much.
Okay.
What are you supposed to do? He is not the president.
He is
not an elected official. That means you cannot sit there and say what LeBron James should not be doing because he's not in that position to do that. He's a basketball player. He plays basketball. He does it very well.
Exactly. Okay. So this is my thing. This is exactly what Michael Jordan did. Michael Jordan said, look, I don't know about any of that stuff, and I'm not going to involve myself. Did it affect him? Of course it did. But then people focused on his basketball and everything moved on, and he became what he became. If you want to do both, if you want to be a basketball player and you want to be someone who fights for social injustice, you have to fight for social injustice. You have to sacrifice. What has he sacrificed? What has he done that has not benefited
Did he
him?
Did he not do that school?
And
does he not sacrifice the time and money?
Did he do that school? Or did Nike fund the school? Or did he fund the school?
The kids can get their education,
so
the kids can have a better way.
Did Nike fund the school?
Don't have it?
Did he fund the school?
What you saying? What you talking about?
Did Nike fund the school?
What about Nike? What about Nike?
I don't know. It's possible.
Nike did. The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
All right. If you say he did, okay.
Oh no, Nike did. Nike funded the school.
Okay, I'm not saying you're lying. Okay, I got you.
Question. What's your issue with LeBron James? Because there's a deeper issue than the China incident, right? What is your issue?
Listen. I don't know him as a person. I'm in social work, so I have a different my feelings about social activism and those things that runs deep. So when I see someone who's coming out and saying one thing, but they're doing another, for me, I take issue with it. But my issues with LeBron James is more with their fans. It's with his fans. It's with these delusional fans that elevate him past Michael Jordan, that elevate him past Kobe Bryant. Those are the people that I have issues with. Because you already hear on Ticket TV, we have these debates and we go back and forth. I don't have an issue with him. I have an issue with his fans who elevate him past the level that he should be elevated. That's it.
Then you go at the fans, but you don't sit up here and character assassinate LeBron. Look, LeBron. Look,
I didn't
Look.
say anything. All I said was if you're going to say that you are you're going to say that you're not a social activist. If you're going to say that you are a what's the word? Okay, we'll say social activist. If you're going to say that, then if you're going to talk the talk, you have to walk the walk. That's it.
Okay,
We've
so
seen people
what's
come
my
before
thing,
him
right?
who did
How
it.
many people can do that? Do you look? Do you do that 100% of the time? Because I know there's a lot of people out there that does not practice what they preach 100% of the time. That what makes us all human. We are not invulnerable.
I'm not asking him to be perfect. We are all imperfect. I'm not asking him to be perfect, but I'm saying that if you are going to talk the talk, you have to walk the walk. I'm not going to say, oh, I believe in social activism. I believe in equality. I believe in this and that. I'm not going to say that on one hand and then go to school and take not even go to school and then go and work for a corrupt conglomerate. Or I'm not going to go work for. I'm not going to employ people and pay them like 5 cents a minute. Like, no, I don't. I try to align myself in my life as much as I can, as much as fiscally possible. I try to align myself and my values, and I try to make sure that it's congruent with my beliefs, my values, and my worldviews. I don't live incongruently. But a lot of people will say, oh, you know what, LeBron's just a puppet and he pushes narratives and this and that and da-da-da. Okay, well, if that's the case, if he's pushing Black Lives Matter and we know the roots of Black Lives Matter, we know what Black Lives
Oh
Matter
man,
stands
that
for,
shit.
then what?
That sucks.
Okay, but if that's a narrative that he's pushing, then what does that tell you? How much, if you are going to be someone who has a dog in the fight, how don't you have to be educated? Don't you have to know what you're pushing? Don't you have to have an understanding of politics, of social rights, social activism?
Okay. Hold
Yeah,
up.
she
Because
makes
that's
some points on that one. She makes some points.
hold up. Because this is the thing, right? These guys, don't you think these guys have people that go out there and investigate this stuff for them? Don't you think these guys are not educated? I'm pretty sure that they got a team of people that can go out there and get this information for them, and then these athletes can formulate their own opinion.
Right.
That's I'm just trying to understand how are we sitting up here trying to make LeBron James to be the savior and all that. The man's a basketball player. He just want to play basketball. The man just
Then
want to play basketball and
if
take
he
care of
just
his
wanted to
family.
play basketball, then
Uh,
he didn't play
We can't
basketball.
ask LeBron James to go out here and save the world. That's not his job. So we got people out here
Listen. No one's asking him to save the world. Everyone understands what his job is.
then why are we gonna get at him every time he makes a statement, and why are we gonna get at him every time he don't make a statement?
Because if you're making a statement, if you're inserting yourself in political and social strife.
Hold on. So let me ask you something. So LeBron James not supposed to have the dude votes just like everybody else, right? So
I guess I don't
should
know.
he not have a voice?
I'm not saying that he shouldn't have a voice, but I'm saying that in addition to having a voice, he has influence and he has wealth. There are a lot of things that he can do to evoke change.
Okay, so he got an influence just like Donald Trump got an influence. That's why all the supporters was out there tearing shit up in DC yesterday.
Right. Okay, but I'm not aligning him with the president of the United States.
I never say he was aligning, but what I'm saying, I just don't know where you're going. I'm just trying to understand where you're going at with that, because it's like you have a deep rooted issue with LeBron James.
I don't, LB. I do not have a deep.
I beg to differ. I think you have a
issue.
really deep rooted
I
issue with
have a
LeBron James.
deep-rooted issue with his fans, LB. I don't know LeBron James. I wish he was a better basketball player. I wish he was the basketball player that his fans think that he is, but I don't know him as a human being. I don't know him as a man. I don't have a problem with him personally. I have a problem with his fans that just completely disregard facts and they just want to shit on my era, on the 90s, and they just want to shit on 90s players and stuff like that. I really have an issue with his fans. But him as a person, as a player, I think he's a great player. And
Okay,
I wish that he, when he comes out, because it looks good. It looks good on paper to be more than a player. It looks good on paper to say, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But when it really counts and when you have to sacrifice, it doesn't look so good. And I haven't seen, there have never been sacrifices made. And
man, that's where you and I disagree, because LeBron James made a ton of sacrifices for the black community. He's done a lot of things for the black community that gets talked about and it don't get talked about.
What sacrifices has he made? When has he lost something, or when? And I'm not asking this to be like facetious. I'm really asking this because I don't know if he's made sacrifices. I haven't been privy to them. I haven't heard about it. What sacrifices are you talking about?
No, don't worry. I'm gonna pull it up for you. Right.
Okay.
This is a history lesson. We about to educate y'all.
Shit, a lot of people said Donald Trump did things to black people,
Man, that nigga ain't,
and
that
they don't be
motherfucker ain't
talking
done
about.
shit.
People rip me in the comments. They don't understand I'm coming from a place of like this is my background. I'm not
Five
coming from a
biggest
place
charities
of
LeBron James donates to: the After School All Stars.
what?
LeBron's foundation began the After School All Stars for children in his hometown Akron. Foundation has raised money, donated to charity for many years. It began as a bike-a-thon, Wheels for Education, to raise money for children in Akron to have help with education and a place to go to after school. It developed to a program to help at-risk children of Akron in a variety of ways. Program provides mentoring and help with education as well as extracurricular activities. Right? So you got that. Then there's the Muhammad Ali, a Force for Change. He donated money for the exhibit at the Smithsonian National Museum for African Americans History and Culture exhibit honoring boxing legend Muhammad Ali. The exhibit, entitled Muhammad Ali, a Force for Change, spans two parts of the museum honoring Ali, celebrating his stellar boxing career, celebrating his social activism. He donated $2.5 million to the exhibit, joining Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson in contributing. The Boys and Girls Clubs of America, right? When he made the decision, right? When he took his talents to South Beach, designated $2.5 million of the proceeds to the Boys and Girls Club of America. The Children Defense Fund, started in 1973, purpose to be a voice for children's rights and make sure that all the children are treated equally and fairly. His foundation is a major contributor to the nonprofit organization, right? Then there's 1X1, focusing on the support of children. The mission includes taking care of children by helping them with the 5 pillars: hunger, health, education, water, and play. Like After School All Stars, the organization used donation to help children, those who need it, and encourage them by providing hope and a sense of pride. Like I say, he has donated tons to the black community and for black empowerment.
I didn't say he didn't donate. I'm talking about my thing was the situation in China.
You say he didn't sacrifice nothing. I just pulled it up.
Sacrifice, but why didn't he speak out about the incident in China?
It's not his duty to speak about China. It's not his job to speak about China.
Injustice is not injustice.
And he not look. While LeBron James is an influence, he's not the one that has the keys to make that change. He's just a basketball player. We asking him to be a basketball player. We ain't asking him to be the president of the United States. He's not the de facto president of the United States. We cannot hold that guy to that kind of standard. It's one thing to hold him to standard when it comes to championships, but when you're asking him to hold him to a standard when it comes to stuff that's outside his realm, you're being unfair. That's where the injustice comes in at. Now, I'd like to give you like some examples of the money and the time he sacrificed for the greater good of his black community in his hometown, because he's just one person. We cannot ask Captain America to stop a legion of Thanos' villains and whatnot. That's unfair to him.
Anna,
That's
to be honest
fantasy.
with you, the injustice in China been going on since before even LeBron James was born. So that China is going to be still a long way for changing their injustice in that country, as long as that family running the country.
Hey, I heard they're not going to do the national anthem in the next 2021 season.
I'm not. Listen, you guys seem to think that I think that LeBron. I'm not sitting here saying LeBron has all the answers. LeBron's going to fix everyone's problems. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that the way that people were treated in China, African people were treated in China, I felt like he should have addressed it, and he didn't, because there were lucrative deals and lucrative investments and stuff like that were on the line. That's
And
my
there's
opinion.
there's other people out there that fail to address those issues too. So why are we not going at them harder than we going at LeBron?
But if LeBron is the face of the league, if LeBron is sort of the social someone who's speaking out against all the social injustices that we're facing in this time, if
Okay,
he's the one that if he's being outspoken about it sometimes, but not when it's very overtly being displayed, to me it's a hypocrisy. But if
okay,
he's
Anna. So I'm gonna ask. So you say that, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna ask you this. So if that's the case, right? Then why aren't you going at the NBA for cutting that deal with China? Because when they cutting deals with China to play basketball and all that, did LeBron James had a hand in that?
wait, what do you mean?
What I mean is, if you had this problem with LeBron James not speaking out against China, but don't have a problem with the NBA even cutting a deal with China to play games over there, then you're being inconsistent. Your energy is put in the wrong spot.
Well, obviously it has. It's intricate system, right? You have the higher ups. You have but how much influence does LeBron have overall in the NBA? How much cachet does he have in the league and with the executives in the NBA?
I mean, we out
I
here trying to shoot the messenger instead of the message and whatnot.
I'm not, but I'm not trying to shoot the messenger. But you don't see how they go hand in hand because he has that much cachet.
Look, and the NBA got even more cachet. The NBA was this worldwide conglomerate way before LeBron James was selected number 1 overall in 2003.
Right.
Yeah.
They were playing games in China way before LeBron even thought about playing in the NBA. They were playing games over in China and all that.
Right.
So I mean, so for you to go at LeBron, right, and not go at the NBA itself, the conglomerate itself. Look, if you want the snake to stop slithering, you got to cut the head off the snake. You can't go at the tail while the fucking head is still slithering.
Right, but this is the thing, LB.
Who got a dog?
This is the thing, and I'm not saying at no point whatever. I'm not naive enough to say, oh my gosh, the NBA doesn't have anything to do with this. This is all LeBron. I understand that it is a very intricate system. I understand that it's not did the chicken come before the egg? I get it. I understand that the NBA is a huge conglomerate, is a huge entity, and ultimately is responsible for what happens and what doesn't happen. That's not what I'm saying. And I agree with you. But what I'm saying is the influence that he has, the cachet that he has with the NBA, it's not like he just has to sit there and sit on his thumbs or twiddle his thumbs. And it's not like that. We're not talking about a role player. We're talking about he's the face of the league. So if you're the face of the league and you're also somebody who's coming out as the face of the league and saying, hey, this social injustice matters to me. These things matter to me. We have to do this. We have to do that. On the one hand.
So let me ask you this: how do you know he didn't have that conversation in private with those NBA execs?
Because he basically what did he say when that other the guy that got fired, Morey? What did he say when he spoke out and he made a comment about it? He said, sometimes people just say things and they don't really know the situation. Sometimes it's best just to not say anything in those situations. Does that sound like someone who had a conversation? Or does that sound like somebody who planted their feet and they drew a line in the sand and they went on whatever side they went on? I'm not putting 100% of the blame on LeBron.
Shows like you are.
But that's not my intention. If that's how I'm coming off, I apologize because that's not my intention. I understand that LeBron is one man. I understand that he's not friggin' Jesus Christ. I understand. But I'm just saying as the way that it is perceived to the viewer, if he's the face of the league, it seemed at the time hypocritical for him to not have said anything, for him to say, hey, listen, if you don't know anything, if you don't know what's going on, it's just better to just keep your mouth shut. To me,
and them motherfuckers is ignorant because they don't know what LeBron James know.
Who?
Anybody that run around here saying that LeBron's a hypocrite and all that, they can shut the fuck up because they don't know what LeBron know.
But how? But the same can be said for what he does know.
It's not his job to come out there and speak. Just because he's the face of the league, everybody make him out to be this face of the league. That's not his job to come out there and speak on everything that happens in the world. Just because something goes on in China or whatever like that, the whole thing, for those of you not aware how all this stems from, and shout out to Niecy Taylor in the building. I see you, Nate Queen, Amir Ahmad, and who else is in? Omar Page. Who else is in here? Eric Johnson. I see you all up in here, man. Appreciate y'all for being in the chat room today. All right, so this is the thing, right? Man, I lost my goddamn train of thought. Fuck.
LB, listen, this is what I'm saying, because people are getting the wrong idea, the wrong impression. I just feel like he's not okay. If he knows more than he's leading on, that's one thing. But it seems like he doesn't know as much, and that's why.
But how do you know that?
I didn't say I know. I said it seems like. It seems that way. I didn't say that I know. I don't know anything definitively one way or the other.
No, you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing, yo. You don't know nothing, yo. You just talking. You don't know shit, yo.
Nobody's talking.
Hey,
You don't know shit.
what up,
See, the problem is
He
you're a
just came
fucking
on.
hater on all levels.
No, LB,
You're being disrespectful right now, yo. For real. I'm being serious. Fuck the basketball shit. You're being disrespectful right now. For real. Y'all be shaming yourself, man. Y'all be shaming yourself. For real.
LB, can you finish your train of thought?
Yeah, my thing is this, right? We should not go. Look, when we talk about LeBron James, we talk him strictly from a basketball standpoint. But when it comes to the stuff he does outside the basketball, the stuff he does for the black community, the time, money, effort, and sacrifice he's made towards the black community, that is not to be questioned. Just because he didn't speak on something that happened out in Hong Kong, it's not his job to say anything. As far as I'm concerned, we don't have a dog in that fight. Just because motherfuckers want to goddamn liberate from Hong Kong, want to liberate from China and whatnot, we don't got no dog in that fight. So why would LeBron James say anything about that?
Right.
You should have said nothing. Ain't
You
no.
don't have to say anything. We don't have a dog in that fight.
But Michael Jordan ain't saying nothing.
Because he can't
That's
win
the
that fight
point.
either.
The point is
Right?
we don't have a dog in that fight.
He can't win that fight either. And he's old time.
Right, exactly.
So why should LeBron James say anything about that?
We're waiting, Anna.
Oh, I thought that was a rhetorical question. That's a real question.
Nigga, answer the question.
I'm asking you, why would LeBron James say anything about that, considering he
didn't
didn't have a dog in that fight? Yeah, he got business deals with China and all that. That's totally separate from the political stuff.
Right.
Wait, business and politics are separate? In what world?
This world.
Business and politics are very separate.
But
We only the only way business gets brought into politics is when these politicians want money from these guys.
Whoa, no. Business and politics. You maybe externally it looks like they're completely two separate entities, but they're not. You are going to ally your political views and your political acumen with your business deals and your business ventures.
But once again, LeBron James don't got nothing to do with Hong Kong wanting to secede from China.
Why the people that sound
LeBron James don't got nothing to do with that. So why should he speak on that?
Because if you're somebody who's advocating for social injustice and it's being perpetrated to a huge extent,
but he don't owe them nothing, Anna.
City that is affiliated with the NBA, really?
He don't
people
owe them.
say the world. You want to say the world,
Okay,
right?
let me ask you this: what they owe LeBron James? What they owe him?
I didn't. When did I say LeBron put your cape on and fly to Hong Kong? I didn't say that. When did I say that?
No, I'm asking you because you say he should. You saying that he should go out there and say something about. He should have, took a stand and say something about this issue that was going on between China and Hong Kong. And when Daryl Morey said something about that all of a sudden now the deal was off. Nobody wanted to play basketball over there anymore. China broke the deal with the United States when it comes to basketball relations over there. Now, mind you, I told you earlier that this was going on way before LeBron James thought about even playing in the NBA. They were playing basketball over in China and Japan, all these other spots, right?
Right.
So my thing is, what made LeBron James this so-called? What made you? What put LeBron? What put the target on LeBron James when there's a global entity that we need to go at?
You know what's so funny? People's personality. We are who we are, right? Our person, like it's hard to not be who we are innately. So when a player comes out, and I know that nobody wants to hear this, but I'm saying it to make a point. When a player comes out and they say that they are the greatest of all time, then as a viewer and as a basketball fan, you have to reevaluate that player, right?
Man, fuck all that. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about his. We're talking from a political point.
LB, I am drawing a parallel. Just like when a
what?
person says that they believe in social justice and they stand against social injustice and they align themselves with that political view, we have to evaluate what it is that they're doing politically and what agendas they are pushing politically to make sure that it aligns with and it is in our best interest. If you come out and you put the target on your back. That is the reason why we have debates about LeBron James. If LeBron never said I'm the greatest player of all time, nobody would be talking about him and Jordan, him and Kobe.
But we're not talking about that though. I'm not even talking about that greatest of all time debate. We're not talking about that. We're talking about.
No, it's a parallel. It is a
There's no parallel. You can't. We're not talking about that greatest. Fuck all that. The hell with all that.
Not the same thing. LB, it is exactly the same thing. When a player comes out and says, I'm this, we have to evaluate him based on that.
But that's strictly talking from a basketball standpoint. Right, that has nothing to do with his political view.
Says, I'm more than a basketball player.
Man, why are you having a conversation, bro?
And they're pushing Black Lives Matter, and they're pushing this president and that president. Then you have to evaluate their political and social views.
Look, he has the right to his view.
One man do everything.
He has the right to his political view. He has the right to that. He has a right. If he's an American citizen, he has a right to his political view.
If a player is telling you that they are not just a basketball player and they have a dog in the fight politically and socially, then you do have to evaluate that.
Okay, he don't have a dog in that fight.
You can't on the one hand say he's just a basketball player, but then the basketball player is telling you, no, I'm more than a basketball player.
He is more than a basketball player. We should talk. Man, look, I'm gonna say this again. Man.
Why you hate the man so much?
When it comes to LeBron James and what happened in China and Hong Kong, he don't got no dog in that fight. Period. Okay. He don't gotta say nothing if he don't want to.
Okay, if that's the case, then I will apologize. But
apologize. Hurry up.
Myron, you need to get back on your knees and go back and help Savannah.
On my knees.
Get on your knees and help Savannah.
That's your goddamn side job.
Myron, you're not gonna help, man. Just let her take the
Now I'm disrespectful to your ass.
Don't rush it like that, bro.
If that's the case,
hey, get the condoms out your goddamn throat.
Shut the hell. Put your knee pads on. Did you get the gold loop that I sent you? I sent you some organic.
Get the used condoms out your throat now. Get them out your throat.
I gave you some organic gold lubrication to help slide right in. Because I know LeBron.
Dirt Diggler.
I know he's
Dirt Diggler.
Yeah, you better bend over.
Dirt Diggler.
You better bend over.
Dirt Diggler.
Like I was saying.
Now,
that is the case, LB.
Diggling in your throat, girl. Diggling in your throat, girl. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling.
I'm not, Myron. Look how early it is. Look how early it is, Myron. And you smoke crack, you hit the pipe, and you got on LB's line.
Bitch, you is crack.
How you know early?
All right, now I don't want this shit going too left. I don't want this shit going too left. All right,
okay, hold on. LB, like I was saying, if that is the case, I will apologize for my sentiments and the things that I have said if it was offensive. I will apologize.
Yeah, it's very offensive because you wrong on this one.
But LB, you have to understand
wrong on this one. I can't rock with you on this one, Anna. You know, when it comes to my people,
my position. Look, I'm a social worker, so this is my lane. This is where I live. So if anything comes up and it pertains to my discipline and it pertains to what I do, I'm going to have a very passionate position. But if it is offensive, I'm also going to apologize because I'm not I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody, and I don't want people to have a preconceived notion about me if they don't understand my position and where I'm coming from. As a social worker, I take things on a little bit more deeply when it comes to social and political views, rights, activism, and stuff like that.
Then if that's the case, then you should be like all for LeBron James for the stuff he's done for his community. All that stuff he done for his community, You should be if you're a social activist, right? If this is your lane and if you're very passionate about it, because it sounds like you are very passionate about it, right? Then the time, money, and sacrifice that this man has made, man, I don't see how you not applauding that. But I don't want to be talking about LeBron James too much. I want to get back to the scam artist Kamala Harris. Because this bitch, yeah, that's what I said. I don't call girls bitches, but this bitch, right? Ain't nothing more than a goddamn footnote when it comes to stuff here in America. She's locked up black men to the fucking hills, to the fucking heavens. She stack them on high. They got them on 6x9 cells. When they try to get when people are fighting to get out of jail and all that, she ignored that shit. But yet she's the vice president of the United States. This woman. So I want to get y'all thoughts about this goddamn chameleon, Kamala Harris. Now, Trudy King, you were in this motherfucker just now. What's your thoughts on this bitch?
I mean, like you said, man, she's a fraud. I mean, she's Indian one day, Asian. What's up? What up? She's Indian one day, next she want to be Asian. Next thing she want to be black. Like, come on, which one is it? Like,
now I want to point this out to y'all, right? I want to point this out to y'all, right? Well, let me see. Will black activists remain excited about Harris's accent? I don't know what black activists I don't know any black activists that are excited about this bitch. Any true ones at that. Many now worry that the administration will not deliver beyond her historic election. A fear sharpened by Democrats' disappointed performance in congressional races, which has dramatically limited Biden's maneuvering room. Yeah, because the Republicans about to take the Senate again, right? And Biden would have had this under wraps had he not picked this woman, right? This flat booty, fake woman.
LB,
what's up?
You talk about women like this all the time?
Only women I don't like. Women I do like.
Do you dislike?
I mean, some women deserve it. I mean,
only
you
women
got
I don't like. I don't go.
I need to know if I have to get ready.
All right, Anna. So this is my policy when it comes to women, right? Okay. If you look good and you carry yourself with the proper respect, then you will get the respect from me, right? But if you running around here looking like a flying albatross, thinking that you the finest thing walking around here, then no, I'm gonna call you on your shit. See, God created people like me to kick people off their high horse.
Oh my god!
You can't run around here looking like a goddamn Komodo dragon and you think you Miss America. It don't work like that.
Okay, am I in that category?
I don't know. I've never seen you before. I mean, I don't know. You got to send me a picture, man. If you got a Plenty of Fish account, and maybe I can look you up there. If you got Facebook, I'll look you up there, then maybe
I have Instagram, and that's my picture right there.
Then maybe. Well, I'm not going to go in conclusion like that. I just have to. We just have to talk about that.
That woman ain't no vice president on my eyes.
No,
man, I can't stand that woman with a passion.
Like I said before, this woman couldn't lead pigs to a fucking farm full of slop.
LP, can you do me a favor before I get off? Can you subscribe to my channel? You might like it.
All right, did.
Huh?
All right, did.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
When?
That woman's dangerous, man. Don't let that smile fool you.
Oh, wow. Okay, thank you, LB.
Now, another complication is that Stephen from Django, a.k.a. Jim Clyburn, are also forceful critics of the demands of Black Lives Matter protesters, such as calls to defund the police. Which it doesn't mean that, okay, for a lot of people that have an issue or a question about defund the police, it does not mean that we just stop giving police departments money. Okay, they still got to operate, but we still got to, divert some of that money into resources that can help out people in the community and all that. That's when we talk about defund the police. But there's one issue I have with the police, and that's qualified immunity. Another issue I want to have with police is these motherfuckers running around here. The city's cutting these people checks for being unwrongly done, but yet the taxpayers have to pay that money. Why are the taxpayers paying that money? That money should come right out of their goddamn retirement fund or whatever like that. But you leave it up to a flat booty, thick titty woman like Kamala Harris, right? Who thinks she speaks eloquent, but I think she's dumber than a sack of rocks. But that's just my personal opinion, right? The only thing she good for is getting fucked doggy style with her hair pulled back. But that's
The hell might be.
Yo, LB, you're going straight to hell.
LB, oh my gosh, bro, you're going straight ham on her, yo. Oh,
you're
shit.
going to hell,
bro. That's cold
your
shit,
boy
bro.
You ain't lying about her.
I'm not lying about
That's
it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, shit.
Some bitches.
I don't like that woman
like
at all, but damn, LB, you really can't stand that woman.
I don't like that woman, man. Straight up, man.
LB is talking like she's the devil in the flesh.
No, she is the devil.
You just speaking the truth.
She is the fucking devil.
Oh God.
She jumped off the back of the truck and found her blacklist last year when she was running for president. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
See, that goes to show you that, like, people from other cultures, when they come into the black community, they think that because they wear do-rags and say a couple of lyrics, and you got bitches wearing Timberlands and Converses, and you misquoting hip-hop lyrics and shit, that makes you black and stuff. That don't make you black. Black people are more than that.
But that make her black.
Morning, James.
She don't even listen to rap music, but yeah, she called herself being black. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, James, come on in here, James.
Oh yeah, one time she said she was in college when she smoked weed, listening to Tupac and Biggie. Man, that woman is straight up fucking liar, yo.
Fucking liar, yo. Hey, and this is the thing. So I'm gonna read this article from the Washington Post real quick. So Biden has already given Harris unusual prominence. She spoke for him on the night he declared victory, an event usually dedicated solely to highlighting the president-elect. She also addressed reporters during the joint event Tuesday on the importance of the Affordable Care Act, and she's participated in internal briefings all week. Now, Harris' personal relationship with Biden has been up and down. Well, that's the only thing that she's been up and down on, but you know what?
Oh my God.
We're going to leave it at that, right?
Yeah, I don't want to imagine that. My eyes might burn.
That's the only thing there's two things about her that went up and down, her mouth and her ass. But anyway, he felt close to her because of her friendship with both. But when she attacked his record on racial issues at the June 2019 Democratic debate, he and his family felt betrayed because, yeah, Kamala Harris did had a relationship with Beau Biden, right? They were best friends, right?
There's a benefit.
They were best friends. Now, when Biden was looking for a running mate, he was facing pressure to choose a black woman, leaving it unclear whether the decision to pick Harris was driven more by confidence or political necessity. But it was more by political necessity. It was not driven by confidence. He had no confidence in her. He had no confidence in goddamn Kamala Harris. The woman couldn't even make it past. She couldn't even make it to Iowa. Now, we do have a foreigner in the room. So let me break down to you what this is. So before the Democratic primary is started in Iowa.
Wait, are you referring to me?
No, of course you. You from Canada, right?
Is that foreign?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You from the United States, but yeah, you're a foreigner.
We're in the same time zone.
Canada is Canadian. Canada and United States are two different places.
I understand that, but is it foreign?
Yes, you are a foreigner.
Y'all currency is way different than the United
Hold
States.
on, let me get this straight. Hold on, Anna, because I'm starting to be a little suspicious right now, right?
What did you say?
I'm starting to be a little suspicious right now, Anna. All right.
Of what?
My IP address, where I'm sitting at in my house, is the United States of America, right? You're coming in to my chat room. So yes, you are a foreigner.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Oh man, that was like pulling teeth out of a fucking cow. Anyway.
First of all, it wasn't like pulling out freaking teeth. It took you 2.5 seconds to say it.
Now, Harris' personal relationship with, I already talked about that. So it was not confident that Biden was going to pick Kamala Harris. This woman couldn't even make it to Iowa. So one of the first presidential primaries starts in Iowa. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you set the tone for how your presidency going to go. But she didn't even make it there. She ended up dropping out because she wasn't getting the votes. She wasn't getting the money necessary to keep the campaign going. Right? She's one of the first ones to drop out. She couldn't even look. She couldn't even carry. Now she's from California, right? You figure she's from California. People in California would get behind her, right? Well, outside of Willie Brown and Montel Williams, but I'm talking about like people that were really like back her, right?
They backing them all right.
She even carried 10% of the vote in her home state. So if she can't, so if people in her home state reject her, what in the fuck would make you think that she would be a strong candidate for the presidency or to be a running mate? She don't bring nobody together. She tears them apart.
Yep. Making truancy laws and shit, locking parents up for their kids not going to school. That's crazy. Parents out here are already struggling. You locking them up for stupid shit.
Nah, but since then, Harris
Yeah,
has
that's
worked hard.
just fucking disgraceful. That's destroying the family, locking people up, especially black men, being away from their
And then
kids.
she's supposed to be the so-called ambassador to the black community. She ain't no goddamn ambassador to the
Man,
black
no, the fuck she's not, man.
And didn't you have prisoners out there fighting forest fires and shit?
Omega,
Like
Omega, you know I got you. Nothing but love, Omega. I got you right back.
Man, she do nothing but divide the black people. Get the fuck out of here.
You really serious? Man, hey, look, we'll talk about that in another video. I don't want to talk about no Lakers talking all that shit right now. I want to stay on topic. All right, we already went left with LeBron and all that. I want to stay on topic. I want to talk politics.
Hey, listen, I apologize.
No. You're good. But there's people in the comment section putting out stuff about the Lakers and all that, and I want to stay on topic. You're good. I just want to stay on topic here. We'll talk about the Lakers in another video. Trust me, we're gonna get to that, right? But one more thing is, what this notion that Kamala Harris all of a sudden this spokesman for the black community, just because you just happen to come out one day on a Mary J. Blige song on YouTube or whatnot, I was supposed to think, oh my God, Kamala Harris for the black, she's part of the black community. Look at her. I can't believe she came out in a Mary J. Blige video. Oh my God, I'm so touched by that. I'm gonna get up my seat, run to the polls, and vote for Joe Biden. No, I ain't built like that.
yeah.
She's a fraud. She's a charlatan. Charlatan and fraud. Don't think you escape from this shit either, because your trifling ass was propping this woman up.
At first, he was propping up Bernie Sanders, wasn't he?
You said what?
I said he was propping up Bernie Sanders at first, wasn't
he? Yeah. Yeah, KJ, bring your ass. You come on the panel, KJ. This one time I'm not going to destroy you.
Not the serial killer. No, God, please.
Man, I hope she never will be that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That woman's dangerous enough.
Kick your ass out.
You know he's going to. He's going to talk about.
No, we ain't talking about no basketball right now, man. You know what I'm saying? We staying on politics. We staying on. We want to talk about other. We want to get on code here. When it comes on this channel, when you're on this channel, you either on code or your ass is out of here.
Okay, right? Can I ask you a question?
Ain't on that cool shit over here.
Can I ask you a question? And I don't want to get off topic, but can I ask you a question? Just so I can have a more understanding. Because when you say I'm a foreigner and I'm this and that, I'm somewhere. I'm a student and I'm a student of life. I like to learn. But you guys,
James, come on back, James. I didn't even see you. James, come on back, James.
James is in the cut, just chilling. But
all right, where you go on this, man? Where you go on this scam artist Kamala Harris?
Good morning, y'all, man.
Oh God, hey, is that KJ or James? Oh no, God, help me.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
You good.
Man. She is a fraud, but the problem is we allow this shit. Us so-called black folks in America.
Wait, LB, I was just about to ask you, what makes a person black in your culture?
Right, that's how I'm about to explain that.
You're saying no, KJ. Your explanation is going to be nonsense. I am not going to listen to you.
Okay.
I'm asking.
Hold on. Don't prejudge him now. We can't prejudge people.
I had
some outlandish shit sometimes, but one thing we cannot do is prejudge off of that. I want to give him the opportunity to say something about it. Go ahead, KJ.
I mean, the problem is we keep calling ourselves black. That right there puts us in a position where we have no language, we have no land, we have no culture, no customs, no way of living. So calling yourself black, which is only a color and that's it, that's always going to put you back into that corner everybody's trying to get out of.
Just by calling yourself black, you're saying
Yeah,
that that's
black. There's no culture behind that. Black is just the color, and that's it. And when you ask a so-called white man, is he white? He might say, yeah, but then he's gonna correct you and say, well, I'm Italian, or I'm Greek, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, see, in a way,
Irish.
KJ, I kind of disagree because this is the thing. Black is a culture.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
disagree with that too.
I think KJ, you need to understand it. I know you're young, but labels like black, white, those are social constructs.
That's
So
my point.
depending on how much you subscribe to them, if you have more insight into who you are and those and stuff like that, and what you believe in, what
That's
resonates
culture.
with you, but if you're allowing a social construct to put you in a box, that's you. That's on you.
Okay, that's what I'm saying though. We allow it as so-called black folks.
But not every so-called black folk subscribes to labels and subscribes to
But
social constructs because
most of us do though.
No, well that's on. I mean, how much? It's education at the end of the day, right?
Anna, you said your father was Trinidadian, right?
He is, yes.
Does he have the same skin color as the so-called black man in America?
Yes, he does.
But in his own country, do they call themselves black?
Yes, because Trinidad is multicultural in that way, where you'll have Indians, you'll have Chinese, you'll have black, you'll have Doga, yeah.
So they call themselves black in that country.
Yeah.
They do. The majority of people there.
First of all, how the fuck can I speak for majority of a country that I'm not from? I don't fucking know if the majority does. You're asking about my dad. You asked me about my dad, right?
But you would know because that's the culture.
No. I would not know because I'm not from. I wasn't born there. You asked me about my dad, and my dad will use those labels. Yes, he will.
Okay, now, let me ask you this: does your dad call himself black on a day-to-day basis, or does he call himself Trinidadian?
Well, this is what you need to learn to do. And I've had this conversation with you, KJ, and it's very hard to penetrate your brain. And what you need to understand is when a Trinidadian or someone from the island, when they come to Canada or the United States, they're going to preface part of their identity with their nationality. Because they're not in Trinidad. If they're in Trinidad, they might use the term. You know, I'm Doga, or I'm what's it called, Coolie, or whatever it is. But in Canada, they're always going to preface it with Trinidad because that's their nationality.
Okay. So I get where KG is going, and that's the problem I have too, because you got a lot of people that will say that they'll come here and they say they're black or whatnot. But when they go back to their their natural habitat, then all of a sudden they ain't black no more.
Right.
Like
we got too many people being double agents. Look at the story about Rachel Dozo, or the woman I can't remember the woman who was the teacher at George Washington University who was teaching African studies. She was white.
A white woman.
She was out here calling herself Jessica Krug. That's her name, Jessica Krug.
Yep.
She's running around here as a black woman all this whole time. She's white and she's teaching African studies. That's the problem we got. And then we got a lot of bootlegs out here that willing to sell us stuff for some fucking bird seed. But
see, then if that's the problem, then I'm posing this question again. What does it mean to be black?
There's no such thing as black but a color.
No. That's not what I mean. I'm saying because he said she doesn't listen to rap, so how could she be black? She said so. I'm asking, what does it mean to be black? Because if someone comes out and says, "Listen, I listen to hip hop, I listen to rap, I do this, I do that," then you guys were saying, then obviously then they're checking off all the boxes. So what does it mean to be? No. Oh my God! I'm asking a question.
I got the perfect person in the room to answer that question. Take it away, James.
I'm asking. It was a question. I'm asking.
Yeah, I know, James. James, you in there?
Yeah, I'm here. Salute to the chat and the panel.
Salute, bro.
Man, now listen. I don't look at color, man. But what I do look at is like you got certain people say black is just a word. You got Creole, you got Indian. I got a little Indian in my family. You know what I mean? So
our heritage come a long way because of the slavery shit. How our ancestors was getting raped, having babies with some of these people, and then it was a free land. Somebody nigga discovered it and all that. This bitch was already here, so how hard it is to discover? It's just a lot of bullshit. Like LB said, you got a white person teaching Black history. What the fuck? Like you, somebody who know about this shit, deal with this shit, supposed to be teaching the shit. Because if you're not from that culture, it's not your lifestyle. You don't have to go home to that type shit. You're not really worried about it. That's just a job. You getting paid to teach this shit. And I've seen a lot of teachers pass people through school because they didn't really know, but because they had a degree to do certain things. Like in social studies in school, they'll teach you about in American history. They'll teach you about their side of the history. It ain't our side of the history. So we have to do our own homework about our own ancestors, our own race, where we come from, because we come from a tribe. Like I said, with just so much shit going on with the slavery days when they came took the United States from the Indians and so forth and so on. Right, the shit goes stem way before we could you must go further. Like we can't go that far back because we wasn't even start about, man. And then, like I said, with your grandparents, your great grandparents, and your great greats going through it, I live with people that had to go through that and told me about these stories, and it wasn't pretty, man. And it was this getting out of that. That's why it broke down the Black Wall Streets and all that. The people don't want us with nothing. They see the word Black African Americans is a strong word. It's like a united thing. So when you're using that, people don't even put that on there. I'm a Native American. A lot of people say that. And I'm like, man, you black. Nah, nigga, we native. You feel me? So like I say, you gotta teach yourself, man. You can't just go off with the government always blast on these TVs and these radio stations, these social media sites, knowing they selling out for that bread. Half of these motherfuckers buck dancing anyway. So they gonna say this little shit to make it seem like they know what they talking about. They trying to get a people something, look, to study. So a lot, put it this way. My great grandmother, she from Appaloosa, Mississippi, in Bogalusa. Small little country town. You'll blow right past it if you sneeze. You blink your eye, ran through the city. That's how small it was. But that's their whole population. That's where they from. Franklinton, Louisiana, all that's their land. But before they never sold it. They tried to get them to sell. They tried to get them to run. But they kept their land, kept building in their family. Cause like I said, my grandmother, she had 9 kids, and my dad and mom had 8. So that's 17 kids in total for both grandmas. My mama, and my daddy mama. So just imagine how many kids was being, born back to back, back to back. So when you put these kids in these type of environments and they don't know, they only go off what they see. So my grandmother told me about my heritage, man, and it was hard for me to listen. It was hard to see what they had to go through. Now we have a better chance of making it better, but you got the Kamala Harris's buck dancing for the wrong reasons. She using her skin color to help this man win to get the votes to certain shit. Like she got the black power to go with her, feel like it's on our side, but they only infiltrating us, man, like we've been doing. All the motherfuckers do is infiltrate us, come get our plan, run back to the white man, to their master, and they tell them, look, I got your answer. Here we go. And that's why they always knocking us down and they stealing our methods. And it should be right in our face, dog. You cannot deny this, man. It should be right in our face, bro. They knock us, they steal our plans, and they put it into action because they got the power, they got the money, and they got the sources now. Now they got the blueprint. You're never supposed to get your playbook up. You know what I mean? And I see a lot of people free-handedly doing that. The ideas is valuable. Now I've seen a lot of people come up with an idea in the social media world, and now all of a sudden another nigga got your idea and they done took off and ran with it. And now they platform booming. And now you wonder why your shit ain't booming. Because the nigga done stole everything that you worked hard for and he watched you to the point where now I know how to do it and that's how it's gonna be. Instead of them coming together, showing, look, man, we can be strong together. A debate is a debate. I ain't tripping. I don't be tripping off no debate, but when it come to real life debate shit, like what's going on with the presidential race, the Congress and all that, man, we got a problem. I'm talking about we have a big problem because now we really don't have no voice. Who's gonna have to infiltrate their camp? When you go to their meetings and sit in the Congress meeting, sit at the round table, who gonna come back and tell us what their next move is so we can try to prepare to be at least a step ahead? We don't gotta be 2 steps. Give me a half a foot. You feel me? Them niggas be 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of us every time. Trump started war with this fucking Chinese dude, right? Why the fuck he shot a missile over here? I think that's where that shit come from, dog. Me personally. Now, like I say, I could be wrong. But ever since that nigga shot that missile over here to see how far it was gonna hit towards the United States, that was a chemical missile, man. Nigga can't tell me different. And ever since that shit happened, now look, all this shit been going on. Where did shit come from over there anyway? So they probably loaded that whole fucking little disease in that one little missile and shot this shit over here and made it airborne. And the shit ridiculous, man. We just got to do our homework and stay serious about certain things. We can't let these people get in the office and run around us. Because that's what they're doing, taking our ideas like they're going to help us and then turning it against us so it can help their side. Because we the ones with the brain. We the ones with the numbers. Like I told you, they're hidden figures, man. That shit real, bro. They make
Hey,
these
what you just
movies.
say right there, James? You're absolutely right, my brother. We got the numbers hands down, but a lot of us don't have the brains. That's a huge problem.
That's what I'm saying.
Till
So
this
they're
day.
using that. They know we're gonna sell out for that bag because we come from a poor area. But we got all the power, we got all the knowledge, you got all the numbers. You did, but we for some reason they love buck dancing for these bitches, LB and y'all. I can't I,
But
I
James,
can't get jiggy with that shit, dog. Cause somebody
Yeah,
gotta break
I
that
can get
trend.
down with that.
Who gonna be
I
the
feel
first
you.
person to
I feel
sacrifice
you.
to break that trend? You got all the money in the world. How much money you need? You can't die with none of this shit.
Yeah,
but
you can't.
James,
You
What you
can't
say,
lose
Anna?
with it.
James, but this is the thing that I'm trying to understand myself because I know what's his name. LB wants to call me a foreigner and this and that, and I understand. But what in United States, what does it mean to be black? Actually, LB, I'm
No,
asking you the
listen, ain't
question.
no such thing as what it means
No,
to be black.
hold on.
For
No,
us,
LB.
we know our skin color. We represent that black to the fullest because the black thing, the reason why we stress being black
No,
over here,
no.
because it became a race war. And it
Yeah.
No,
still is.
James.
If it wasn't
James.
no race war, nigga wouldn't be looking at this shit as black and white.
James,
No
no, that's
Hey,
not what
James,
I'm
Mexican
run the
saying.
chat.
against
I
no
got a phone
Asian.
call.
Context. That's not
James,
the
run the chat. I
context.
got a phone call.
All right, I got you.
The context that I'm saying it in is because when you guys were talking about Kamala earlier, you were saying, she's a fraud, she doesn't listen to rap, she wants to say
She
she's
is.
black, but she doesn't listen
You're
to
not
rap.
black.
So I'm asking, what does it look like? What does it mean? What what activities do people participate in? And like, is it like what food do they eat? Because you, LB, and somebody else was talking about Camilla, and it sounds like you guys have like there's a criteria, like the fact that she doesn't listen to rap music would make her would sort of take away
No,
from
I
her
ain't talking
blackness.
about. She ain't got to do none of that.
You
No,
not
Listen
that's
to
talking
me.
about
I'm
none
telling
of
you
that.
what LB and somebody else
All
said
right, all
before
right.
you cut
Let
in.
me answer that the best of my ability then. Because let me tell you something. When it come down to people like her, why you think Joe Biden went got her? To get some of the black vote. To make it seem like, if I got a black candidate on my side, they'll understand me or I
I
feel
know,
they
but
pain.
James, why
To
does
me,
it
that's
make her less
infiltrating.
black if she doesn't listen to hip hop? Like
No,
that's what I'm
listen,
saying. What
listen.
No,
She
no,
let
First
me
of
LB,
one
all, she
minute.
ain't
Listen,
she's
black,
not. She's
period.
not. She's
hold
not
up.
black.
That motherfucker don't he must claim us, but that's what I'm
No,
saying.
She
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 said
ain't
she's
even
using her
black.
skin color to play the black role, but then when it come down to helping the black community, or helping us from,
No,
she
James, listen, you're
downgrading us.
not listening. That's
doing
not what
none
I'm
of
talking
that. She's
about.
locking
That's not what I'm
people up.
talking about. I'm talking about the different criterias that LB and there was another gentleman talking. I'm talking about those criteria. So not meeting that criteria would take away from her blackness because they brought it up as a point
No, she did.
as a
She
point to
using.
talk.
All
She
right,
No,
don't
they
have
brought
all
no
it
right.
up.
Hold
blackness.
They
on,
brought it up
Anna,
as a
Anna.
point to say, oh,
What
she's
I'm
not
telling you
black.
is, Kamala Harris right now.
No, I know all of that, James. I'm asking one
All
specific
right.
thing.
He ain't even saying no
So
nothing
the only
else.
thing I'm telling you, to us, to me, a real person, ain't no difference. They started this black and white thing with the race war. Nobody
Yeah,
wasn't looking at it as no black and white thing. That's what
that's
I'm
it.
telling you.
Okay,
Everything is
so
equal
okay,
opportunity.
so
So
how a
listen,
person so listen what I'm
when
saying. So
slavery
how a
days was
person
in and
is
there was lynching people in Mississippi, they made it out of black and
James,
white thing. That's the
James.
only reason why that black and
Okay,
white thing stick out to me.
so
Other
how a
than
Yeah,
that, I
person
always tell people I don't look at no skin
so
color. I'm not
oh my
racist.
gosh.
That we trying to make this thing out of race thing, and I don't want to do that.
No, see, this is the problem. You weren't here earlier. That's why I wanted LB to answer the question. I'm not
Well,
talking about. I'm
explain
not
to me what
talking
happened
about.
earlier, because
I'm
I
not.
wasn't on here.
No, but I'm not talking about that. When they were talking about how she's just a puppet and a buck dance, she's just buck dancing and all that. They were bringing up points like she doesn't listen to rap, or she lied about smoking weed, or she doesn't like she's not plugged into the so-called black world at all. So I'm trying to figure out, as someone who's not in the same environment as you guys, I'm trying to figure out what would make her blackness valid, because they're saying the fact that she doesn't listen to music and she doesn't do this or eat that, like
Hey,
what would make her black.
so you're trying to find out what makes her black.
Her
Listen,
culture.
listen.
Her culture is
Only
not our
thing
culture.
makes
It's not
She
Kamala
have
culture.
an
Harris
Asian
black.
culture.
But
She
you
have an
guys just
Asian
said but
culture.
you guys
It's
just
not
said
culture.
you
It's
guys
not
just said
culture.
that there is no culture.
I'm trying to answer it
We don't.
to the point where I want you to understand what I'm trying to do. And this is how I feel about that whole scenario. Listen, you know how they say you got the skin to win? You got two motherfuckers battling for candidacy. Candidacy is powerful when it's going for the president, because that's the nigga who the
Oh,
fuck is running
Amir,
around.
so you're saying that she's just lying. Okay,
No,
Yeah,
got it.
listen,
because
listen,
she's
It's a
listen,
using the
cop
black
out because
stereotype to try to
listen,
get a
listen
black
to
vote.
this. If she was any kind of black woman that had pride and stand up for what we stand up and believe in, she would have did that shit about George Floyd and none of the people who lost their lives. She came out and talked against everything the blacks that had going on and trying to push. She was against it. Now, if you was
Yeah.
black, why would you go against all these shits that these black people trying to push and come up with for different rules to help us? You going against this shit.
No, I
Then on the
understand.
then
James, I
and then
understand.
when you go help Biden,
Right.
Biden, well, we supposed to be with the Republicans as far as blacks. We want the Republicans to I mean the Democrats. My bad. Blacks supposed to want the Democrats to win. But like I was asking my grandma, like when they first was trying to teach me this shit back in the 80s and the 90s, and it was like, man, you gotta understand, you gotta watch this type shit. I said, man, my vote don't matter anyway. You feel
Right.
me? She's like, yeah, your vote matter, but come to find out, our vote didn't matter.
Yeah.
No,
Cause they
James, listen, I hear all of that. I get everything that you're saying. I was asking a question coming from the place of what like how do you guys sort of quantify blackness in United States?
No, we don't listen. We
That
don't
was the only.
quantify blackness. That's what I'm telling you. That sounds like a race thing.
it's
No,
all
no,
The
no,
only
because
thing
copacetic.
quantify blackness is your skin
James,
color in the
And
United States.
It's all
Hey,
Anything
copacetic.
else is uncivilized. Without your skin color, nigga, when you must be looking at you as black, because you got black people that ain't even as black. They red.
don't.
They yellow.
Hey, yeah, exactly. Hey, James. Hey, I want to chime in before I go right back to
you
bed.
trying to throw some
That's what I'm
shade
trying
at
to
me,
tell you. It
James?
ain't no black thing,
There's
man.
no, there's no
Stop
You
trying to
trying to
make
throw
it
some
seem
definition.
like
shade at
it's
me,
a black
James?
thing. That motherfucker did that shit to herself, man. Because
Okay, hey,
everything we try to push, she was against it. Go ahead, LB.
Yeah, my thing is when you ask a question like that, there's really no definition behind that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
no,
It's
trying to
I
like,
know
explain
that.
to her.
body
I know
color,
that in Canada, but you're saying that I'm
body
foreign,
color.
so I'm trying to understand the way that
well,
it is
well,
there.
She is trying
I'm
to be
saying here in the
Hey,
United
look,
States.
the
Anna,
United
Anna,
States and
Anna,
Canada are
Anna,
two
Anna,
different places,
Anna.
two
Hey,
different
hold up,
environments.
everybody.
No,
Hold
hold
up,
on. Yeah, LB said it
Right.
earlier. That's why I wanted. That's why I
hold
No,
asked.
up.
let LB go ahead, because she said LB, she wanted you to answer it anyway because
Yeah,
y'all said
Right,
it.
exactly.
like to
And I
me,
wasn't on here, so I don't know. Go ahead.
like to when it would it like to be black here in America, right? When we hear us black Americans, we have a lot of things here in America that we become victims of, like gentrification. We go to
Right,
we more times more likely to get shot by police. We're more likely to get gentrified out of our homes. We're more likely to be the ones that when we apply for credit, we can't get credit. When we can have jobs, we can have skills just as much as the white counterparts here in
right.
America, but they'll look at the white
Uh,
counterpart
It's
and
the
give
same. It's the
him the
same
job
way in
before they give
Canada.
us the
LB,
job.
it's the same way in Canada. I understand. It's an experience. It is an experience, right? I understand. It's the same way in Canada. It's your experience that sort of puts you in the category of like being black or being white or being this or being that. It's your experience and your environment. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So when we talk about being black in America, right? I'm not talking being black in America is very challenging,
Right.
right?
Facts.
There's a lot that there's some staunch racism here in America. I mean, racism that goes way back before we were even. It goes back to the goddamn time of the Revolutionary War, right?
That's why I
We
started
were
that when I answered the
enslaved.
question. She said that's not what she was looking for, so I tried
That
to
isn't
go
what I
another
was.
route.
That's not what I was looking for.
But you can't ask us the question like
Black
that
power.
without looking at the history in its totality, right? When we talk about the Jim Crow laws, when we talk about uh, when we talk about the Voting Rights Act of 1965, right? When we talked about the Civil Rights Movement, right? Where dogs are getting sick on us. There's people. You have people spraying the fucking fire hose at us and all that. When we get told to ride in the back of the bus, all that is the fabric of what it's like to be black in America. And if you ever
Right.
and if you evolve that into what we got going on today, right? Well, you know, when we got, you know, when we get our music taken from us, when our styles taken from us, black girls, you got white girls want to be black girls, you got white dudes that want to be rappers.
Right.
Our culture is getting taken from us.
Right.
Every time they tell us
No,
to go find our own path, and then when we go find our own path, they want to come in and take that.
They gentrify it. No, I understand. It's the experience. That's
I
all I was
think.
asking. That was the answer to the question. It is your experience.
Hold on.
What's up? Let me get Joshua Warren taking this. Joshua Warren, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you, homie. Go ahead, cook.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was like kind of wanting to respond to Anna. Like with Kamala, the thing where it is um, like I know a lot of mixed people and like they they call themselves black and everything. So like with Kamala is different because like when she makes statements like she was smoking weed and listening to Snoop Dogg's album in college when she wasn't, it just makes me think that she's not really who she says she is, and that she doesn't really like represent our culture. And our culture is not just smoking weed and listening to rap music. And
Right.
so that's how
That's
I
why I
feel.
asked the question because I agree with that. Go on. Sorry.
Right.
That's how I feel. But like with her, it kind of just shows me like she's trying to pander to us. She's trying to pander to all the black people to make it seem like she is one of us when she's really not.
Right.
That's all. That's my take on it.
No, and I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand what LB is saying. She's basically saying that she has lived the black experience,
No.
and
Anna,
instead,
basically what we saying, Anna,
and the way.
she
Hold on,
want
hold on.
Basically what we're
Let me make
saying
sure
is
that I
that
have this
she's
right.
using the black
She's
stereotype to try to get the
basically
popular vote.
she's a fraud. Obviously, that's what everyone's saying. She's a fraud,
yeah, she G money.
in order to align herself to with the black community, she wants to say she listens to rap. She wants to say she smokes weed. She wants to say she's plugged in. She does this. She does that. And you guys are saying that's not her experience. That's not who she is and where she comes from, and therefore,
That's not every black person's experience.
Right.
Okay.
That's not everybody.
And two,
I'm not
her,
talking about rap music and smoking weed. I'm talking
hold on.
about her experience.
Her experience though, her father's Jamaican and her mother's
Her mom can be Indian.
Indian.
What? Pardon? Her mother's what?
Indian.
Indian.
She's not black, she's Indian.
So even with her
So she's
father being
Joga. We call people like that are called Joga in Trinidad.
okay. So even with her father being Jamaican, she didn't have the same type of experience as a so-called black man and woman. Because her
Who
father,
didn't? Wait a minute. Her dad didn't?
no, she
He
didn't.
didn't.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I said because she didn't have the experience, you guys are calling her a fraud because she's trying to align herself with having the experience in order to procure votes.
Yeah, that makes her a fraud.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
I
and
mean,
I'm not. Listen.
Oh,
I'm not
would you let
disagreeing with
somebody
anyone.
infiltrate your camp,
I'm
Anna?
not disagreeing with anything. I'm trying to understand. That's all.
No,
I'm
that's what we.
asking
All
a
Let
right.
me
question.
let
That's
me
it. That's
tell you,
that's
she's a
me.
fraud. Is that
I want to
simple?
learn. I need to
You
learn.
can't
And
explain it.
and
She's a
two,
fraud. It's that fucking simple.
our culture
Hey,
has
oh
been
Anna,
separated.
Yo, yo.
we trying to teach you, but listen, you asking the same question in this different way. So
No,
what
you
we
answered
telling
the
you is,
question.
How many times you
You
gotta
guys
explain it
answered the
to her?
question.
oh, all right, I thought we never answered. My bad. All right, we
You
good.
guys answered the question. KJ, I think KJ wants to go on off on a tangent, so
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
just
no,
let
no,
him.
no. Because this deals with culture.
Right,
All Black Americans in America speak English. What did we speak before we got up to the American land?
right, okay.
Can you tell me that? What language did we speak before we got to America?
Oh, that's not rhetorical. You're really asking me.
Huh?
Not everyone that came to America was from the same tribe, spoke the same language,
I'm
in the
talking
same
about black.
country.
I'm talking about Black Americans here, though. Our
Right.
Hey,
And I'm
ancestry. What
telling
did?
you that not
What?
all of
Hold on,
you
hold
guys
on.
came from the same tribe. That's what I'm saying.
I'm glad
But I,
KJ brought that up though. KJ, why they come over here? They know our language. Our language easy to learn. But who can learn that Spanish and all that shit? I ain't saying it's hard, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying they come over here. They speak 3, 4 different languages. You don't know if they talking about you or not. But listen, when I was coming up in high school, they had Spanish 1 and 2. It wasn't mandatory. Now they're making it mandatory because they opened all the city up for the foreigners to come up in here. You go to a gas station, you don't understand shit these motherfuckers be saying. They be talking Russian and all that shit. I be
They
like,
all
God
do
damn,
talk
nigga,
English.
we don't have Russian
Right.
class down here. You got all these different cultures down here talking all these different languages. That's an advantage to them. And it's our fucking country, nigga.
Right.
Yeah. And you gotta
You get
get
what I'm
you
saying?
yeah.
supposed to learn the language like the like written language and stuff.
You guys are both cutting off. But I understand what you're saying. I'm gonna put it in I locked the information in, and now moving forward, this is the piece of information that I have. That's all. I only asked the question because I wasn't sure what position most of you
Yeah.
guys had with respect to her and with respect to this, uh, you know, claiming to be black. Because I don't follow your politics as closely as I follow my own politics. I know a 1-2, but not as well. I'm not as well versed in your politics as I am in my own politics. That I only asked the question so that I could
Hey,
get the
hold on,
information.
before you do that, Anna, let me get Omega Red. Go ahead, Omega Red. Omega, you there? Omega Red.
My bad. I was on mute.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, do what you gotta do, homie.
Omega, I've never heard your voice. Hi.
Yeah.
Shit.
What's up? Hey,
Culture
I just
still
want to
deals
say this,
with like
man.
religion, social habits, music, arts,
What
Okay, let
Hey,
Omega
don't cut
um,
him
talk.
off. Don't cut him off. Hey, go ahead, see.
the
Go ahead.
hell is that?
language. You feel me?
KJ. Yeah,
This was still talking. He don't give a fuck.
KJ won't stop.
I got him on mute. Go ahead.
Hey, man, I be in different communities. I be looking at all this shit, man. We gotta stop doing all these different titles and different damn what
Yeah.
made this, what made that. All I dare say is all black folks need to goddamn get together and
Yeah.
quit goddamn fighting each other. Cause it seems like we fighting each other cause we scared of the damn real enemy that's in front of us.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
what be pissing me off with all this shit. We so ready to damn jump down each other's throat that we ain't focused on the damn enemy. We can damn done over. Y'all mad at damn Biden and her? Why the fuck they was even in position to damn be there? Cause we keep fighting each other.
That's why I say that
And the
that's
whole
the
system
country.
is fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right. That's
The
why I
whole
say that.
damn system was designed of slavery. Of we working for them.
Exactly. Colonization. That's what it is.
And we took
colonialism.
our happy ass up there. They dancing in the street for what? Another slave master?
This
Once
shit is
everybody,
bullshit.
Facts.
this,
We also
this
we
one,
got to stop playing
this,
this victim game, man. Playing
And
that victim
look,
role keeps us at the bottom.
we got
KJ,
our own
Don't
people.
do that.
We got our own people right now shooting, killing each other. But as soon as a white man walk up, oh yes sir, no sir, they bow the fuck down real quick.
they
Everybody
killing.
want to play hard on YouTube and in the streets and shit. But when you got that red enemy pop up, what they do? You see what I'm saying? I'm tired of this shit. I'm the
Yeah, I
only
feel
one
you.
in my goddamn community. Whenever anybody got a problem, they come to me because I ain't scared of shit. I'll be at work on these motherfucker ass. I'll be at my damn in my community. I'll be in the store. I don't give a fuck. I'm teaching people how to damn shoot, how to damn train, doing tactics.
Yeah, gotta
And
get
you
the
got people got there arguing over goddamn crying about Harden and got there this morning and shit. I'm looking at this shit like, what the fuck is wrong with our people? Y'all more passionate over sports than you is your own goddamn life. Kids dying. And what we doing? Worrying about our next entertainment hookup. That's all I got to damn say about this shit,
hey
man. It
man,
just
that's
shit
all
just
true,
getting on
man.
my damn
Listen,
nerve.
man, hey, I'm right there with you, man. Hey, that's the same
Salute
thing I've
Omega
been saying.
Red.
Like we
I
going
like
at,
that, dog.
yeah, we going at basketball players harder than we going at these motherfuckers out here that's killing us and keep oppressing us and shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I'm
why.
saying. This shit is fucking retarded.
Hey, that why you think? Now look, and I look. Why you think I'm making the videos I'm making about when calling out these fucking white supremacists and all that?
yeah,
And why you think I'm
talking about
subscribed to you? I know you doing your thing, man. Cause I don't do YouTube. Cause I
Hey,
don't know.
hey,
I ain't got no filter. I ain't got no filter. When I get to talking, man, I start saying shit. I'm gonna get shut down in a minute. I know it. So I don't do no YouTube.
I thought my channel could get shut down, especially after the way when these goddamn Trump supporters, man. You know.
you don't give dog. They needed it, man. They was all in the gutter cat just trying to take over and shit. But you
Yeah, all these white supremacists out here. You got
I'm
John.
telling y'all something, man. I'm telling y'all something, man. I live in South Carolina. I can look at a white supremacist KKK house from where I live. You
Wow.
think they come fuck with us? No, they don't come fuck with us.
they talk all this shit, but
They
they
know
really
I
don't
got
do shit
guns
for
just
their
like they
people.
got guns. You want to damn fuck
Yeah,
with them? Hey, we bust back around here.
it's all we do down south is carry guns. So if they want some, they gonna have to
Yeah.
do some. Because I'm
I,
in Georgia and stuff. So
you know what I'm
everywhere you
saying?
do,
I raise cows. I got land and shit. I got cows. I got goats and shit. I do all that shit. I still
Hell yeah.
I
That's
they
still
want
farm the same land my ancestors did down
to.
here.
agriculture. Hell
So
yeah.
as black people, we can do a lot of stuff that other people can do, but they don't highlight that. Just like with
I
construction and
can't hear
stuff,
that person.
they'll get all these Mexicans and stuff to do construction and stuff, but black people can do those type of jobs too.
You know why they get the Mexicans? Cause they don't want you to have nothing.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
don't
y'all
want
don't understand. They do this shit on purpose.
they don't want a brother to get nothing, but when a black person gets something and try to do something for their people, they want to come take it. These other cultures,
Look,
these,
all them black folks that you see on there, CNN and MSNBC, them are foreign people. They ain't black Americans.
Hey,
Fact.
we call it BSNBC.
You see what I'm saying?
We call it
They ain't for
BSNBC.
you.
Them motherfuckers. Hey, yeah, all the Joy Reids and the fucking Tiffany Crosses of the world. They're not black. They're fucking illegal immigrants.
No. And what they tell you, tell your ass go vote.
Yeah, they'll tell you I did. Yeah, that's exactly what we go vote. And then when we ask them, hey, what are we voting for? Right? They'll say, oh, well, you know,
Oh,
we gotta get Donald Trump out of
you
office.
can't.
Bitch, that's not what I'm asking you. I'm
yeah,
asking you, what are we voting for? What?
that's the only
What?
That's the only thing they wrong for, bro. Because I'm gonna say this right now, and especially to some of these older black people in our community, they'll tell you to go vote with the quickness though. But when I ask somebody like my grandmother, saying, I'm like, you want me to go vote for this motherfucker? But what he's bringing to the table for us? That's why I say fuck that Republican Democratic shit. Us as black people need to come together and do our own thing. If we have the unity, we can start our own political party.
Man, you use your vote just like money. You ain't finna go to the store and give your money away.
Right.
You gonna get something for it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
That's what you use your vote for. You go out there and you get something for it. I don't understand why people can't see this shit.
They just giving their votes away for free and stuff. Then I seen some video. This black woman was yelling at her son for him not voting for Joe Biden. He voted independently. Then the son was like, why y'all keep going crazy over these white motherfuckers? They ain't doing it for our people."
A motherfucker dancing in the street, man. That shit was so damn sickening
Anna.
to
Hey,
see people
hey,
dancing in the damn
I,
street.
I want I
I
want to
got
say,
it now. Hey, Anna, you a female, right? Allegedly, right?
Kill yourself right now.
I ain't know allegedly. I
Right.
seen Alice. She fine, dog. She fine, dog.
Oh my god, why do I get so much hate in the
No, I'm
comments?
not. I'm not hitting on you.
What's
Because she fine.
The bigger
the
point.
problem with me?
Because she
You
fine.
putting your
That's
energy.
why.
I'm trying to get to the bigger point here. I'm trying to get to the bigger point.
It's a big problem that people in the chat are talking shit. Why do they hate
Man,
me so
no,
much?
fuck
Because
all
she
that.
fine.
Fuck
They ain't used to that. They ain't
you
used
can't
to
that.
that,
worry
Alice.
about them. Like,
Hey,
you know,
Take
like
it
I
as a
told you,
compliment.
you
hey,
can't worry about this shit.
Anna, fuck
Yes,
all that.
That,
Let me ask you a question, right?
go ahead.
You've been on dates before, right?
Of course.
You've been in relationships before, right?
I can't hear you.
You've been in relationships before, right?
Of course.
Okay. Before you give your pussy up to a dude, right? Does he need,
God damn, LB.
Pardon?
I mean, you just
before you
said
give your pussy up to a dude, right? Does he need to provide something tangible? Does he need to provide something that you have faith and trust in this dude?
For me, I lost my virginity in my mid-20s, so I took a long time, and I was with him for like like
Man,
basically
I don't
2
want to hear all
years.
that political
No,
shit.
no, no, no. Hold on. But for me, it's more like I wanted to build and do all of that. Like I wasn't somebody like, oh, if you give me a gift, we're gonna be together and I'll fuck you. I'm not that kind of person. So you're asking the wrong woman, is what I'm
No, I'm
saying.
not saying that. That's not what I'm
Yo,
saying.
he trying to
I'm not
compare it to
saying that.
voting.
I'm
That's
saying
what he trying to do.
what I'm asking you is, right? You had to have
You
faith and trust in that individual, right?
I have to trust him, of course. Yes.
All right, then. So that's what we're saying. We don't have faith and trust in the people that are sitting up here trying to sell us the soap that they're going to do this and the third for us when they've had history of not
Right.
doing anything for us. That's what we're saying.
Right.
Maybe
So
we should
look,
start doing for
if
ourselves.
say like
if we didn't have that
like
history,
Anna,
if
if you're dating a guy, right, and you know this motherfucker, you know, you know this dude's history. This dude had a really bad track record, right?
Right.
You gonna still give your pussy up to him?
Of course
No,
not.
probably not.
No.
That's what we're saying.
he got
I'm not disagreeing with you. That I understand that. That's how it's supposed to be. You're not going. There's a long historical history. There's a history of reasons why we should not trust the police. We should not trust politicians. We shouldn't trust. Like
preachers.
there's a
Don't
lot of
trust preachers
validity.
either.
There's a lot of validity to the fear that we have and to the trepidation that we have in trusting policies, politicians, police. I get it. I understand that.
Preachers.
And what I'm saying to you is Canada isn't different in that way. Canada is not as
Nah,
different
Nah,
as
kind of the same
like
way.
the
it
one
ain't the
thing that I
same.
want to say, because a lot of people have a misconception of Canada. Canada is very
I,
similar in that way, where
Similar.
the police
Alan,
will brutalize, and this is the problem that I have. You guys want to write Canada off, and you guys want to talk about, oh,
nobody ain't trying
you're
to make
foreign, you're
things
this and that.
country.
But a
They
lot of
just
our
oh,
they
policies,
just
a
think
lot
Alan,
of our
Canada and
political
the United
policies
States are different. They handle their
align
things
with
different.
the advancement of white people. A lot of the policies that we have in
Alan.
place help
I've
align
been
and
I've been to
go ahead.
Vancouver and Toronto. I know it's the same crap that's
No,
here
no, but
that's up there.
they don't know. They don't believe me. They just seem to think that Canada is just like, like I'm
I
living
know.
in China.
I've been
It's
there.
not China. We have We have poverty, just like you guys have poverty. We have a disproportionate amount of black people living in poverty versus white people living in poverty. We have a disproportionate amount of black
It's North
men
America.
being brutalized by police. My brothers being two members of that police. Like, it's not that different. That's all I'm saying. I understand what you're saying. I understand the mistrust. It's valid. You're not gonna trust it's like the native Indian, the indigenous. They turned around and they trusted their colonizers. And in return, what did the colonizers do? They gave them fucking blankets with smallpox. They took their land. They raped the women. They created schools to to aggressively assimilate them and to strip them from their culture. Like, I understand. I'm just trying to say to LB and to people who seem to think that Canada is fucking we're Iceland or we're in Timbuktu, it's really not that different.
Nah, it's not.
That's all I'm saying. You guys feel like I'm Norwegian or some shit. No. Canada is very much the same.
Shout out to Julius Williams in the building. What's up, man? Salute to you. Felix Rich, what's up? Yeah, man. But it just, here in America, man, I know it's magnified like tenfold and all that when it comes to this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And be pissing me off that we got a lot of people out there, a lot of coons and a lot of buck dancers out here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here buck dancing and shit. And I don't like that shit, man. I don't like all that fucking coon selling out and buck dancing, man.
LB, you been to war?
Yeah, I've been to war, man.
I've been to war. You know the propaganda, right? That they do.
Yeah.
Every land they do. They've been doing that propaganda since they got here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm right there with you, homie. Yeah, I'm right there.
The world that you see on TV in the United States is not the world that's out there. You know this. I know this.
I feel that. I like that.
Yeah. Trust me, I've been overseas, man. The culture overseas is way different.
Way different.
America lead you out to believe. Now, yes, there are some truth. There are some countries out there that will kill you just because you're an American. That's right.
Yeah.
But when you go, we've been overseas, and especially if you're a black American, if you go to Australia, shit.
Oh man, you got mad little what? I know people that still there.
I know
they said
people that left their family to be with them women in Australia, yo.
They said fuck it. They jumped ship. They said fuck it. I ain't going back.
Shit, I know a motherfucker that had a wife and kids, man. That motherfucker left his wife to be with that girl in Australia, man.
Y'all just don't damn know. When we got to Australia, it was like being in the United States without all this racist ass shit. It was like they would love us when we got there. Like we were superheroes. We were like the Avengers.
Omega, let me ask you a question.
I'm for real.
Do you think that there's a segment of people who don't see because they don't want to see, or do you think?
Oh yeah.
Do you think that there's
my father? I'm gonna tell you right now. I have the same blood my father gave to me. My father don't want to see it, and he went through way more shit than I went through. But he don't want to see it. He still want to believe that someday we all gonna live happily and harmony. And I tell him all the damn time, fuck that.
Yeah,
that shit is over with.
Yeah, a lot of people from like different generations and stuff, but still believe in that.
They have different,
The civil rights generation.
Yeah. They have completely different. They have a utopian worldview.
And my father was a Black Panther. The only reason he be saying this shit because he know the type of person I am that I'm not bagging up for nothing. I'm not giving an inch. And he worried about me goddamn getting killed. And I told him, hell, I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. And he know that. That's why he keep trying to tell me just calm down. I'm like, man, fuck calming down. You need a job, man. You can't be talking to people like that. They just job. I like fuck them people that damn job. If they want to get rid of me, they gonna get rid of me anyway. That's how I am.
You can't calm down when there's a pandemic going on. Then you got
Hey,
you
that's
got
why I
kids.
like. That's why I like what you said. Don't make it red. Because some people get these jobs, bro, and feel like they gotta be on their knees. Nah, nigga, you got 1,000 more applications. You can get rid of me anytime. So I gotta stand my ground regardless of the fact.
Yep.
Like
I
I
told
told
my
you, you know
people.
how many bad I had because a nigga try to disrespect me like I was a fucking child. I'm a grown ass man, man. Fuck you in this job, bitch. Meet me in the
Yep.
parking lot. They called the
I
police.
told I told the
That's
motherfuckers
fine. The
about.
nigga on the off day, I'm going back to work, not knowing I ain't fired.
I told the motherfucker 3 months
What
ago
you
they
think
wanted me to
I
do
had?
something.
You did it with them.
They wanted me to do something I ain't want to do. I told her, I said, man, fuck this goddamn job. I said, you know what? I said, you know what's gonna happen? Y'all gonna fire me, right? And guess what? I'm gonna get another job. Cause I've been fired for every job I had, but I'm the best at it what I do, so y'all gonna hire me anyway. So I just get another job. Fuck y'all. No, they said nothing. And I still work though.
All you got to do, you get enough of that experience.
Oh man, I'm so tired of the generation now being so fucking scared and weak.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
in everything. That's
Yep.
in sports, entertainment, and life.
Hmm.
Hey, hold
I'm
on. I got
tired of people being so damn weak.
hold on, everybody. I got a service announcement. Shout out to J Dog in the building. And I don't nobody, and I mean nobody, disrespect LVZ on this channel. Don't nobody. I don't give a fuck you got rent or not. You disrespect LVZ on this channel, your ass up out of here. Period. That's my brother. I mean, not gonna do that in here. Go ahead. Go ahead, continue.
Who's
All
LV?
right. LVZ is funny ass cat, man. I love LVZ.
We're not doing that.
I don't know. I don't even know who you're talking about. So I'm not gonna disrespect me. I don't know who those people. I'm not gonna disrespect me.
Hey, LVZ said it was so hot in Alaska, damn penguin was breaking in people's houses, jumping in the freezer. That shit was so funny, man.
I think
LVZ is.
people, we have to get to a place where, like, my parents believe in, like a utopia, like everything is okay, one day we're gonna get there, and I think we have to
And
get
that's
there
not
for
gonna
ourselves
happen.
first. No, so I'm suggesting we get
I
there
tried
for
to tell him
ourselves
that it'll
first.
make it.
I think we need to find peace and solace and self-love in ourselves first, and then move from the
We
inside
got
out,
self
because
love,
our
but
parents,
people
the
don't got love
ideas that
for us.
they have, it's not gonna
Yeah.
work.
All that's got to turn
Look,
the Django around this bitch and take it
Yeah,
back. I'll
yeah.
tell you that.
you gotta
That's what I'm
unite.
talking about. James,
Yeah,
I got there say that. You know what? I just told everybody, I said, man, I don't even give a fuck no damn more. I don't give a fuck about black unity because act like everybody want to fight each other. I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna fuck some shit up before I damn die. And that's how I damn feel. I'm tired of shit. This shit is so damn stupid.
Yeah, it's
All we
petty,
got to
man.
do, the biggest thing they scared of is black unity. Why do you think they work so hard to damn split us? Why do you think they work so hard? Look at the media. Everything is negative about black folk. You got black women hating black men. You got black men hating black women.
Yep.
they say so much of
Uh,
black people do.
Why,
You know,
why,
people
why,
gonna do your heart.
why people can't see what they doing? It's propaganda. It's war tactics. That's why.
Fact.
That's why I would tell you. That's why I ask LB. You been to war? You seen the propaganda shit? They been doing this shit. You get
It's
money
conditioning.
if you live in a split up home. You get welfare. You get a free check. You see what I'm saying? They been doing this shit.
Yeah.
My
Omega.
sister, my sister was on disability. She almost died. And she was trying to get disability. They told her she had to divorce her husband for her to get benefit. You know what I did? Guess what I did?
What you did, big dog?
Sold my house.
Wow.
We still have the
And gave her the
conversation.
money. I said, I'll be damned. You got to worry about anybody else but your family.
No, people aren't built like you. First of all, men are not built like you anymore. That's the first thing
Well,
that comes to my
I
mind.
mean,
I, I, I know I
we
know
got
the
so
war
many good.
propaganda.
It's just a
A
lot of
lot of people don't
misconceptions.
understand. They watch TV TV programs your mind. The
Hey,
media programs your mind. That's why you got these idiots sitting here caping for stupid ass shit. Like dude crying over there hard this morning.
Yep.
His mind's programmed because he watched TV and they told him how to think.
The
Now,
niggas
when a real
don't.
motherfucker like Ticket is trying to tell this motherfucker he know the game, they don't want to hear it because he ain't on TV. You see what I'm saying? They getting programmed
Omega,
all over.
Omega, you know Pavlov, the guy he did the experiment with the dogs salivating. You remember looking at
I
that?
don't know about that one.
Okay, so Pavlov he did this experiment like he would ring a bell and dogs would salivate. Like
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
that's what's happening to the human race. Where it's operant conditioning. Everything that you see on
Yeah,
TV, you take it in, and it's a form of conditioning. Everything that you hear, all of your interactions, we're socialized and conditioned on how to speak, how to think, what to think, when to think. Like it's conditioning.
yes. And I hate to say this, but 90% of the population
Yep.
is easily manipulated.
It's they're weak.
I know this. I did this.
Weak.
I did an experiment at work. I did an experiment at work. Yeah, I did it when at work. I walked up to a black girl and told her how to do her job easy. She looked at me like I was crazy and said, you don't know what you're talking about." Walked off. I walked over to a white dude who had no idea what the fuck I was talking about. Told him exactly what I told her and told him to go tell her that. He walked over there and told her the exact same thing that I had told her, and she said, "Thank you. That's much better."
You see that? Don't
Wait,
want to
wait,
think.
wait, 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 wait.
Don't
Hold
want to
on.
thank the black person, but she'll thank the white person with the quickness. Yeah,
Yeah, she didn't want to hear nothing what black man said.
yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Well, white,
Omega, what exactly did you say to her? Like verbatim.
I told her, what? I can't remember exact the process, but I just told her how to make her job easier. I can't remember the whole process.
And then and what did she say? What was her response?
I didn't know what I was talking about. You don't do this job. Get out my face.
Oh no.
So I walked over there to a white dude who I'm cool with. I'm still cool with to this day. He a big ass AI fan, Allen Iverson fan. He a huge Allen Iverson fan.
The answer, eh?
I told him the exact same thing I told her and told him to go tell her that. And he walked over there and told her and said, "Oh, thank you." And she started doing it. Said, "That's way easy."
Can I say one thing to that?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is from just my conversations that I've had with women, and there's a lot of mistrust there, like a lot of
Yes.
mistrust. And I know, and
Yes.
most of it has to do with the way that the system has broken down the family
Yeah.
dynamic, the family unit. But there is a lot of mistrust because there's a lot of maltreatment generationally between the husband and the wife and and so it's hard for women to reconcile with the historical knowledge that they have of black men, and sort of leaving the family or whatever dynamics they've experienced in their life, or they've like
It's
firsthand.
programming. Anna, it's
Hard.
programming.
But I know, and it's hard to reconcile with. It's hard for them to think. There are decent men out there. This is just based on
Yeah, it's programming.
It ain't
It's
hard.
programming.
All you gotta do is just look in the right places. It ain't
No,
no
but
hard.
see,
can't.
but Omega, it's more than just program. Well, no, and actually you're right, because the men are being programmed, and then they're
Yeah. It go both ways, huh? Don't get me wrong. It go both ways.
Yeah, no, that's all I want to say. I agree with you 100,000%.
Nah, Anna, I got your back. If anybody got your back, I got your back.
I believe that. You know, I got you. You
Yeah.
and I, we're like
Yeah,
the
that's why I
best
love a
friends.
good debate because y'all understand it, y'all learning as we go, and that's how it's supposed to be, man.
That's all I want to do. I just want to learn. People are killing me in the comments. I'm so
Nah,
tired.
man,
I
listen.
think I told you the reason why they don't know how to talk to women.
Most of that shit
These
be
dudes play
trolling. Like
video games all day. They don't know how to talk to no woman.
most of that shit be like
Omega,
trolls and
have I
stuff.
ever
Just trolling.
disrespected you? James, have I ever disrespected
Never.
you?
You never
Nah, you
And
disrespect
I
good.
never.
me.
And let me tell you something right now. I never will. So I mean, I don't feel like I'm a Canadian monster. I don't know if it's because I'm Canadian. I think it's partially
No.
Canadian, and I'm a
It's
woman.
because the dudes that get mad at you, Anna, do not know how to talk to women. They want to talk to you like they talk to a dude. You don't do that because you're a woman. You're not a dude. They don't know that.
I was telling them that yesterday, though, Omega, because guess what?
That
Just because the person doing it to you, you got to know how to be a bigger person, bro. Especially when
yeah.
you know it's a female involved.
Not all women want
I
No,
talk
they
no,
a
no.
whole lot of shit.
Omega, hold on. Omega, at the same time, I want to take accountability for that. Because if I come on the panel and they come at me and they're rah rah, I'm going to give them back rah rah. So I can't
You
use the
supposed to
same.
give them that rah rah. You supposed to give them that rah rah. Nobody supposed to give them that rah rah. You know
Mm,
why?
no,
Because you
but
supposed to show you strong. You supposed to show you strong. They
no,
intimidate on that. I like that shit. I like we can get that rah rah. I be like, go ahead, girl. Do your thing.
Everybody don't want no weak woman.
I
You
don't,
know.
I don't want to be a hypocrite at the same time. I'm not gonna get spicy with you. And if you get spicy with me, I'm gonna be up in arms. I'm gonna be crying.
Hey, you get spicy with me. I went.
If I
I've
see,
been to war. I've been to boot camp.
man, listen,
I don't
if
have the
I can
feel.
dish it, if I can dish it, I can take it. That's
Well,
how I
you
feel.
gotta understand about me. I don't get all these sister emotional ass feelings like these motherfuckers on YouTube today.
Yeah,
I've
kindness.
been to war. I've been to goddamn boot camp. My mama couldn't shut me up. The hell you think anybody else gonna do? Ain't nobody. They ain't gonna do shit. That's why I be laughing at anti social damn dumb ass. When they be reading my comments, I like that shit.
He wants to make you a steak badly, eh? Mm-mm.
He want me to come on so bad. I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna get on one day. I'm gonna fuck his ass up.
Anti tried to have a
I ain't gonna
conversation with
lie,
me.
though.
He tried to blame me for absolutely everything. I said, listen, you need to stop trying to use me. I'm not a scapegoat. I can't control what other
Hey,
people do.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all another thing. For anybody that think that Will or Anna had something to do with what happened with the other dudes, I'm not gonna say their name.
Voldemort.
They came at me. They came at me on IG, trying to mess with me, doing the same thing they were doing to them.
Thank you.
I showed them a picture of my gun and my cows, and like I'm a country nigga. We we put people in the ground. We don't have homicide. We have Mr. Case.
You can't
That's
underestimate
what we
this.
have down here.
You can't
People just
underestimate
go
until
missing. People go missing down here.
yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what y'all do up in the city, but down here, you just
Yeah.
you. I don't know what happened to you.
I just want to say something for all them dudes up north. Like dudes from down south, we do shit different. Don't underestimate us. Like anywhere you go in the world, especially in the United States, when you go to like different cities, don't underestimate these dudes because they'll do things to you that you might not do in your city. So you can't underestimate where you go. It ain't where you from, it's
I'm
where
worried
you
myself after what I just heard. What the hell?
I'm telling you right there now. Here. Like I said, I can stand in my driveway and look at the KKK got their house. I got shot at when I was 11 years old, 12 years old. I got shot at twice by KKK. I ran up on the on my on my dirt bike. I ran up on the KKK party and shit. Me and my
go.
homeboy.
Where you from again, homie?
Hey, that shit still real
I
though,
been
yeah,
got
bro.
shot at, man. Huh?
Okay, where you from?
I say that shit still real. They don't want to believe that shit.
Yeah. We had the red and white van. When I was growing up, walking to the store, we had to watch out for the red and white van. Either one, they'll snatch your ass up and beat you up and throw you out the damn van.
Yeah, gotta watch out for them vans. You know, them damn clowns be in them damn vans too and shit. You know.
Now, those the KKK. They wouldn't damn the damn jump out boy. We call them
Yeah,
the
I know.
police the jump out boy, but
Yeah, I
damn
know
the
you talking about.
KKK had the red and white van. We used to call them Santa Claus and shit.
Well, you know when the task force come, so they come in these vans and stuff. They just hop out on your ass.
And when I did get shot up, well, I got shot at. I ain't gonna say shot up, but I got shot at. I went home. My pops told me load up the truck, and we went out there and we shot their ass up. We shot all them motherfuckers up.
When you were 11?
Yeah, 11 years old.
It be like that sometimes. You got kids younger than that in
This is
South Africa.
South. I don't know what y'all be thinking about the South, but the South, man, we don't. You got to live. You got to have that damn heart in you.
Yeah.
Jay,
Can't be no punk.
tell them about the damn South now.
This dude's down here that's 150 some pounds. They're mercy. They're decent to you.
Ain't nobody playing with them.
Yeah.
We have to.
I got people from the country, Alabama, Mississippi, like
Hey, hold on, y'all. I got another thing to. Hey, that bullshit that's going on in the comment section, cut that shit out. All right, I don't want to see that. Don't bring that bullshit over here. All right, whatever beef y'all got, kill that shit. That's part of the problem we got going on right now. We going to just go dumb shit. Cut that bullshit out. I don't want to see no more of that bullshit in my comment section now. Straight up, man. Or else motherfuckers gonna be getting up out of here. All right, cut that bullshit out, man. We need to be coming together. All right, y'all argue over the motherfucker arguing over dumb shit.
That's where the shit be going from, man. Us arguing over stupid shit instead of us just coming together as brothers and sisters.
That's why I be trying to say, man.
What it is, what they're arguing.
That's why you got Kamala Harris infiltrating.
Yeah.
That's why you got them type infiltrating.
Foxes in the hen house.
That's why I be saying, why the hell everybody hard when they going against their own, but when they come to the real enemy,
the white
they
man,
don't say shit. They don't say shit.
Man,
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. People's court. We're not gonna come in and try to plead our case and all that. I just want that bullshit to stop. All right, whatever it is, wherever it's at, knock it off. I don't give a fuck.
LB.
Just knock it off. What up?
LB using neighbor. You seen all that racist shit that was going on in the Navy?
Yeah, man. Look, bro. When I was in the Navy, right? Get this. I was in the department where I was at one point or another. I was the only black person in the department.
Yeah.
I was the only black.
Hey, bro, it was that bad, LB, for you, boy?
No. Jay, hold on. LB. When I first got Virginia, a black dude pulled me to the side and told me, he said, this is 1999. He said, they ain't gonna let no black man be in charge, no white folk, dog.
1999?
You can get all the qualifications you can, but they ain't gonna let nobody. They gonna let the black man be in charge of the white folk. Wow. They said, I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do to you. You're gonna get qualified on their position, and as soon as you get them two positions, you're gonna have to train white folks to get trained on them position, and then they're gonna move them up. And he was exactly right. You know what he told me though? He told me and my homeboy for Chicago. He said, y'all gonna have to do extra shit to get qualified on any other position. And me and my homeboy, we worked on different time slots or different divisions. We used to come in on our days off and just to get trained, got qualified. We ended up being supervisors on their ass. Because we had too many qualifications and everybody else didn't have the qualification we had. But we had to do that we had to come in on our days off to get that shit.
Yeah, man, you gotta go just to get equal to benefits, man.
I got awards for that shit. I got awards for it because, like, damn, how you get qualified and a quarter of the time everybody else got qualified. I said because I had to come in on my days off. And then when I came in on my days off, I couldn't tell them I was there trying to learn. I had to act like I was just chilling.
Hey, Amir Ahmad, hey, I
Cause they
appreciate
wouldn't teach you nothing.
man. I just saw your alert. Hey, shout out to Amir Ahmad for subscribing to the channel, man. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I just saw the alert, man. Thank you.
He's a good guy.
Man,
Omega, you know what I love about you? Because
what's
with
up?
all of this being said, you don't come out and you haven't placed an indictment on the entire white race. You judge people based on their actions, based on their character. Because you said
Oh, you spoke too soon, Anna. Cause I did that years ago.
You said you have a good friend who's white.
Huh?
You said you have a good friend who's white.
Yeah, I do. I know how to keep your enemy close.
So he's not a friend?
Oh yeah, he a friend, but he close. Keep your enemy close.
Keep your friends close, your enemies close.
Yeah, you might
If I'm telling you, Anna, it's like this. It's like this. If anything go down and we got to draw lines in the sand, everybody know what side I'm on.
Oh no! I wasn't questioning your allegiance. I was saying that with everything that you've been through, which is first of all a lot of trauma and blatant racism.
Damn,
with that being said,
I get that traumatized now. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I still can walk the beach with you. I can walk on the beach
like
with
that's
you.
how they get our people hooked too. When they go over
James,
there, they
don't go there.
always
James,
come
you
back fucked up.
We interrupted the program for a special announcement. So I just reach over subscribers and thank every last one of y'all for who subscribed to the channel, man. You know, we working.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, LB, you need to throw your channel in the chat more. I mean, as long as it's cool with Ticket, just throw your channel in a little bit more, man.
Oh yeah, I do that from time to time. From time to time, I'll do that. Yeah. But yeah, man, I just want to everybody that's in here, everybody that's watching this video, everyone that's going to watch this video, I thank you very much. This means a lot. I didn't think I would get this many subscribers when I started talking shit on videos. Like,
hey, you funny as hell, man. I seen that video when the police came knocking on your damn door too, man.
I'll be crying. Straight up crying. In real tears, drinking coffee, spitting it out.
Hey, LB, you remember when Ticket did that video about lame ass interviewing that high school coach?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to get Alan to see that shit. That shit's so fucking funny, man.
I can't find it.
She can't find it. This shit's so fucking funny.
I can't find it.
Congrats, LB, on that accomplishment, baby.
I think I see it.
Oh yeah. Hey, don't even worry about LB. You know, I push. I got a couple people over 1,000. Even though I don't do shit for my damn self, but hey, I push for other folk.
Yeah, man, we gotta promote each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just like hey, why I say, if you got a channel, I'm gonna tell you everybody to subscribe to your channel. Like Anna, I know Nola Boy Sports News got a channel. His channel's blowing up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go subscribe to him. Stephanie Dews, once you decide to stop being lazy and get your own channel, everybody subscribe to Stephanie Dews.
Stephanie said I'm not black, so I don't know about all that.
No, I don't. That's another day. That's another discussion another time.
Don't worry about it. When you come to South Carolina, you be good and black.
Oh no! Listen, I know.
Look at here, you be good.
Hey, but I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. My channel be
remind me
nowhere.
of that joke when your boss said that shit. You got black in you?
I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, J Dog. Hey, everybody subscribe to J Dog FBA too. He got a good channel too. But this my
the first thing is, they talk about Anna is black, but I'm lighter than her.
Oh man, shit, man.
My skin is lighter than Anna.
But hey, my tech, I tell you right now, my channel be nowhere where it is right now if it weren't for my brother Ticket, man. If there's anybody I owe an indelible amount of gratitude to, it's Ticket TV, man, because he didn't have to help me out, but he did.
Oh yeah,
he reached out to me, he helped me out, and and that's where I'm at.
So that's what we supposed to do, LB. Real. Leave one behind. Why we always got to leave somebody behind, man? When we supposed to be doing this shit together. But we always
Yeah.
bitches and talk about what we ain't doing. But when a nigga put people on and put them in position to be great and to build a platform so he can have a voice, and the shit just trickling and down. You got to pay homage. That's why I regret my community because we don't pay enough homage to the right people.
Yo, thank you, man.
Hey,
Thanks for saying that.
hey,
Thanks for saying that,
I
man.
got,
Real.
I got,
Yo,
I
I
got.
support. I
Yo,
support
James,
you.
I'm happy you said that, James. I'm
For
happy you
real.
said that, man,
Forever.
because I live by that
Oh
code.
shit, ain't no
I
wheels in
live.
here.
What
Hey,
up? What up?
Will.
What up, Omega?
There he go. You
What
see
up,
it go
bro,
together, huh?
man?
Yo, man, it's good. It's good to hear from you, man. Good to hear from you, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Sit in the
it's
house.
good to hear. It's good to hear the
You
homie.
know what I'm saying? Only thing I was gonna say was, yo, I definitely agree with what you said,
Honesty
James.
in the
A lot
conversation.
of people
That's the first
don't
thing.
think about bringing another brother along with them. You know what I mean? They always think for themselves. You know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
That's how you would never get far in life, by thinking for self. You got to bring another person along for the ride with you,
Mm-hmm.
so that you could be together and enjoy the journey and know
You
that
right.
you built something.
Hey, Will. I gotta tell you a secret, Will. I
What
gotta
up?
tell you a little secret, Will.
What up, bro?
I'm a Knicks fan.
Oh, for real?
Omega Red, you a Knicks fan?
For real?
I've been a Knicks fan since past year, man. Past year, my damn dog,
Woo!
dog.
Everybody knows about Pat.
My
What?
team's the
Now, yo,
That
DNA.
was
yo,
a bombshell right
yo,
there, boy.
The
you
Knicks
from
been
South,
bad for a long
you from South
Yes,
Carolina?
sir.
I know. Me and my homeboy used to love the Knicks, man.
That's what's
We
up.
got a
That's what's up,
confession.
man.
We
That's
got
what's
a
up.
confession.
Listen, the Knicks are
Nigga
coming.
here to usher in
They're
this bitch. She
resurging. The Knicks are
confessing.
resurging. Will, we know. We know. The
You know
Knicks
what
are
I'm
making a
saying? I
comeback.
just try to come on and have a good talk with, you know what I mean, good brothers, good sisters, you know what I mean?
I be messing with Will, and Will be getting mad at me when I be talking about New York. I could be joking with you, Will.
Nah, I got you, man. It's all love. It's all love. It ain't nothing personal, man. Ain't nothing
Hey,
personal.
this what I do hate too, though. Cause listen, if y'all don't think Joe Biden grabbed that ugly bitch for the black vote,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know
Creepy
something wrong
Joe,
with y'all.
creepy Joe Biden, man.
I'm
Dumbass.
Hey,
saying
no,
Joe
he's not
Biden would
creepy
have
Joe.
never
He's
fucked with
sloppy
that.
Joe. He's sloppy Joe. And you got Kamala Harris taking up his sloppy seconds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think he
Ugh.
got her for
That's
to get
beyond
some black
disgusting.
votes. Cause you feel like,
Everybody doing on the
even though she
platform.
been in the media for all the
Man,
wrong
boy.
reasons, dealing with the real nation, that's us, LB. And then you gotta think about this. We can see through that foolishness that you doing and why you doing the shit. Because your antics out, like when you say that about George Floyd, that was strike one for me. But I heard
Yep.
she did other shit. But that's when I went to watching them more. And it's been bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. You know what I mean? But it's only two niggas. We don't want to vote for none of these motherfuckers, but somebody gotta win. You feel what I'm saying? So I think by Trump cheating last year,
They
Harris,
came back.
I mean Biden cheated this year by signing this wicked witch of the Southwest, East, North that helped solidify the black people because a lot of black people
That
switched their
motherfucker be
votes.
going his basement a whole bunch of times. He don't be going out
Yeah, a
like
lot of
that.
people switched their votes to Biden after that shit happened. And they went to ride with
Hey,
that nigga. Only
you
because he
know,
was black.
hey, Jay, you know what happened with the white folks, don't you?
Well,
Trump messed up their farm money, them farmers' money.
hey bro, I heard they lost a lot of crop. They talking
They
about it's
lost a
about to be
lot
a
of
food
money.
shortage and all that shit. How's the food shortage? Y'all crying about money when you print your own money. Man, this
Let me
government
tell
is
you what they were
sick.
doing. You know, I'm in the farming. I got cattle and goats and stuff. You know what they were doing?
What they was
They were
doing?
taking just to keep the prices up. They were going out here taking a bulldozer, dig a hole, and shooting cow and burying the motherfucker
Damn, they killing the livestock. It's cold
So
blood.
they killing the food.
to keep the prices up.
Yeah.
They were killing. They're just killing them.
They doing it. They were doing it with a lot of stuff, especially like when you try to buy
Yeah,
grain and stuff. You
they
know,
were burning. They were burning crops and shit.
damn.
Then crops on fire. See, I'm into all that shit. I'm not really big in sports, so
Yeah, I ain't neither.
I
Never
love.
seen.
I be on ticket shit because I like ticket. You know what I'm saying? And Tinker be keeping it real and shit.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
we go to the homie
I
Tinker.
can't even talk sports with y'all because I don't even care about sports like that. But the real shit, man, tell you, man,
But
it's a whole lot of
that's why
shit that
when
going
LB
on.
on though, I come fuck with LB because he just don't talk about sports, and I like to be open minded. I
Oh
like to be
yeah,
all over the place because I be on that real shit too more than anything. And people look at me, man, you believe in that shit? You like that? I'm like, man, listen, you gotta do your homework. The shit be right in your
man,
fucking face. And you just don't want to listen. You just don't want to be. You always want to be in denial. But
That's
once you
another thing. It could
watch
be
how
right
the
in your face, but
government
he's so
right.
blind you can't
I've been
understand
watching
what
the
the fuck
bitches
he's
do this
saying.
shit since the 80s, the 90s, from 2000, 2010, from
see,
2010 to 2020. And I'm like, nigga, that's
that's
folks
why I
that's
fuss
supposed to
with
been
James.
doing the same shit, milking the system
That's
like
why
you
I
about
fuss
to
with
help a
James.
nigga. And I'm like, man, that shit is not working. Our vote never did matter.
Yeah.
Never.
Niggas be running their stupid ass down that president that button, and they already got the president set up who they gonna win.
Yep.
I
It's a
don't see.
select, not election.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
it's just,
saying.
it's
President
just
are not
one thing.
elected; they are selected.
And then think about it. You said a good point about the black people. Why, when they move a black person up, they hold them at a certain position? Because, like you said, you ain't about to put them over no white man unless you one of them sellout niggas. But a real black brother who got to get it out the mud, who trying to move up the food chain, and they see how you is, you ain't no back down, they gonna keep you down there. Because they don't want that. And they feel like they want you to bow down to them instead of y'all being equal.
James, they didn't do it in the military in '99.
That's
You
why
think they was gonna do it?
I ain't go to none of
You
that
see what I'm
shit.
saying? You see what I'm saying?
They came and asked me to go. They was sitting in my living room talking about $800 a month. They was back in 94, 95. I said, hell no. I'm not going to
Oh yeah,
motherfucking
they asked
war.
everybody.
My cousin went to the Navy. He did underwater submarine. He retired right now, 20-year vet. Live right outside of Jacksonville where all the motherfuckers buy their houses at and retire and live comfortable. He like
Man,
2 months
man, it's
older
chump
than me.
change, man. They ain't gonna last
And this
that
nigga
long.
living right now. And he asked me to go do that shit with him. I said, hell no. You talking about underwater submarine. I ain't fucking with that.
I ain't with
Hey,
all this. Man, we got to
hey,
say,
hey, Jay, can I tell you the story of how I ended up in the Navy?
Yeah, go ahead. I like to hear that story. Because like I say, I had chances to do that shit, bro. But I
Dog,
played football with a dude, trombone. He got killed on his first tour. They going around one of them tours in the
yeah,
desert, wherever they going, and a bitch flipped over, ambush, and killed him.
I- I'm
Damn,
telling you the
that's
story
fucked up.
how
Man.
I'm telling you the story
Oh,
how I ended up taking the ass bath test. Back in the '90s, it was so much dope getting pushed, and we were running the street so hard that me and my homeboy went to school on time. We were running the street so damn much. We woke up and went to school on time. I ain't never went to first period. He ain't never went to first period. I get to first period, I was looking like, what the fuck going on? And they call on intercom. Say, if you want to take the ASVAB test, come to the lunchroom. So I got up. I said, shit, I got to get the hell out. I got up and get the hell out the classroom.
He
And I
got
was
you
in the
good too.
That's the only reason I got up. I got up, get
I
out of
know.
classroom. Cause my classroom, I was in like calculus and shit, man. I had it was number of white folks in there. I wasn't used to being around, but number of white folks and shit. So I got up, and my homeboy, he got up. We the only two black dudes in the whole class out of 30. We got up. I walked. I was lit. I was lit because I had been getting fucked up the night before. So I'm lit. I walked. We go to take the test. I'm saying, hey, I'm write abracadabra some shit on the damn ASVAB test. I ain't give a fuck about the question because I just got out the damn classroom. I mean, I just took the test and didn't get out the classroom. Next thing I know, every fucking goddamn branch of fucking damn military was calling me, coming to visit, came to the house, offered me all kinds of money. I'm like, what the fuck going on? I said, man, you scored so high on the ASVAB test. I said, how the fuck I score high? So I ain't even try. You know, I ain't even try. So they offered me all kinds of jobs. And but my mom left when I was in the third grade. So it was just me and my pops, and I was the only one at the house all the time. So I was like, shit, pops gonna goddamn kick my ass out when I get 18 anyway. So I signed up.
Wow.
That's how I ended up in the military.
Damn.
Let me ask you a question. I'm glad you said that abracadabra. Who seen the movie Who's the Man
Me
with Ed Lover and Dr.
and
Dre?
the same shit,
Yeah.
the
Listen,
same
hey,
shit.
listen, hey, listen, dog. I'm glad because I know you old school now. When I tell you they put that shit in subliminal messages, dog.
Yeah.
Every time I use that shit when I wasn't trying to pass the test, I passed that bitch too using
Yeah,
abracadabra,
Oh,
watching Who's the Man.
abracadabra.
Abracadabra. That shit is real, dog. And I said,
Yeah,
no
that shit is
fucking way.
real.
That
damn.
shit was
That
real,
shit
and they
is
put that shit in
real.
the movie, and niggas thought that shit was a joke. I promise you,
No,
dog, I did that shit on 3 tests that I did. I was trying to fail on purpose because I was like, I had to take the shit, and I'm like, man, I already passed. I ain't got to
I
take this shit. You feel me? I
I
passed.
didn't,
I did that shit
dude.
all the way down. Abracadabra,
Dang,
abracadabra,
I didn't
abracadabra,
even read the.
abracadabra,
I didn't
abracadabra.
even read the question. I didn't even read the question. I didn't even read the questions. I just wrote abracadabra on the damn motherfucking shit.
Yeah,
Because of who's
I
the
told
man,
niggas, dog.
and next thing I know, I got every damn breast of service trying to goddamn recruit my ass.
I'm telling you, dog, that shit be funny like a motherfucker. Man, you gotta watch some of these movies, especially like when it's dealing with cops, police. They showing you how crooked the system is anyway. You gotta watch that shit. Cops killing cops on
Oh
street
yeah,
corners.
I'm telling you something.
You got cops out
They,
here pushing dope, stealing dope out the fucking evidence room, putting it
I
back
tell,
on the street, killing these
Sunday.
I
people.
tell, I tell everybody the same shit. It's some truth in every story. I don't give a damn how crazy the damn story is. I don't give a damn what the fuck the damn story is. It's some truth in every story because every story is based on some kind of damn truth. You just gotta be wise enough to damn see what the fuck they damn talking about.
Hmm.
Yeah, use your own brain.
You'll
That's
be
hard to do
surprised
these
like
days,
when you
but
look at
yeah.
movies and stuff, what you see in these movies and stuff. You'll be real surprised what
That
you see.
nigga say abracadabra.
Yeah,
Lord,
he
Yep.
I thought
went
I was the
half.
only
I
one
put
Hey,
did that shit.
L on that
hey,
shit.
he
Nigga,
went
I was in
half
high
court
school
on it.
when I did that shit. I was in the 10th grade, nigga.
I, I was
I
in
did
high
it for
school.
science, I did it for social studies, and I did it for what that was, American history. Abracadabra,
So,
abracadabra.
so you know I
That
ain't
shit
bullshit.
fucked me
This
up.
shit worked, dog.
And that shit was in the movie, and I'm looking at that shit, and I'm like, hold up, that shit real. I said, these niggas put subliminal messages in all these movies, but you just gotta catch it.
It
Program. I'm
sounds
telling you,
it
And they
sounds simple
programming
when
your
they be
motherfucker that
putting these
like
movies
straight out there.
together.
I'm
programming.
like, hold up. I got it. That's when I went to going to the park, staying up at TV. I was like, it was a lot of shit that I was a comedy man. I used to love to watch movies. Every movie that came out in the 80s, I knew about it, 90s. Nigga say that shit back, front to back. DC Cab and all that had subliminal messages in it.
Hey, DC Cal was damn trip, man.
But
I
that all
forgot.
that had
I thought
subliminal
I was the only
messages
person
in
that
it.
knew about that movie.
Yeah, I like that Fat Boys Disorderly's movie too. That shit funny as fuck too.
I like out there. Oh, what's the
Half
name of that damn movie?
half baked with Dave Chappelle and shit. Abracadabra. That's my shit, man. Half
Crush
baked.
Groove. That's my
Yeah,
shit with the
that's my
fat
shit
boy.
too. Wild Style. I like
My
Wild
shit was
Style
Crush
too. Baby.
Groove.
See on my channel, I got all like those records and stuff. I collect all those records and stuff and just upload it to my channel. I got like all
Who talking right now? Who talking right now?
That's like Eric Johnson.
yeah, that
Who
was me.
talking?
It was
Who
me
is
talking.
you?
Yeah, I was telling you,
You.
What's your name? Who is
Eric
you?
Johnson. Eric Johnson.
Eric Johnson. What's your
Yeah.
YouTube name?
See, I changed it because it was my first name. I done changed it because it
I
got
don't
like
give no. Don't give me no reason. I just want to know your YouTube name. Ti.
Eric, Eric Johnson's vinyl CDs, cassettes, etc.
How old are you, man?
26.
See, that's what I be talking about with
You're
people
not too
that's
far.
young now.
I'm 30 years old.
I want to say something. I gotta say something real quick. That's what I be trying to tell people that's young now. You ask a question and they want to give you an explanation of the question instead of asking the goddamn question.
Nah, I
I
wasn't
don't know
trying to
why
give you
people
an
do that
explanation. I was
shit
just
now.
trying to
I don't
be
know why
different.
people do that shit nowadays. Back in the 80s, if I asked for a toy, my mama said no. I didn't. She didn't give me no reason why. She just said no and shut your ass up. No, that was it.
Yep, I'm
People
cutting niggas.
do too much
Nigga get a backhand with
explaining
wings on this
nowadays.
shit quick. Fire.
Just slap the hell out your ass if you ask why. Nah, I ain't getting on you, look, dude. I ain't trying to get on you. I'm just saying how people is nowadays. That's what I'm saying. See, I'm an old soldier. I got I got I got scars older than you, dog. I do.
I got
I got
scars
scars
older
older than
than you.
you.
That's a new one. I ain't never heard that one. Dog.
I got scars older than you.
Damn,
I'm,
dog.
I'm not lying, dog. I'm not lying. I got scars on the whole left side of my body. I got blown the hell up. I got scars all the way down my body. On my left side of my body. Cocoa butter clear a lot of it, up, but I still got a scar on my head, my forehead, my hairline messed up because of the scar.
Man, we used
Had
to
them
have
growing
box fights,
scars.
nigga, and got my shit cracked open. And I ain't much know. The nigga said, boy, you bleed. Nigga, like, boy, what? So when I touched the back, I felt that shit. It was warm. So I jumped out that
Dog,
bitch and went to hiding like I was about to die. I had to get like 7 stitches. That shit hurting. That shit happened at 8, 9 years old.
alright.
You feel me?
Dog, I got blown up. When I woke up in surgery. I'm looking like, what the hell going on? I had the black dude and a white dude standing on top of me, talking about if we cut him more deeply in his face gonna be paralyzed.
What the
I
hell?
woke up in surgery. I like, oh shit, what? They were like, oh, calm down, we ain't gonna do it, we ain't gonna do it. I got stopped. If you on my IG page, if you ever seen my picture, I got scars on my face, dog, from that shit.
Yeah. Hey, yo, I got to end this stream, man. I got to take care of some business, man.
All right, baby, salute.
Hey, man, I
Okay.
appreciate you for being on the channel, man. Hey, that was a great discussion, Anna. You know what I'm saying? Get that little
Appreciate
out.
salute, OB, salute,
Salute,
y'all.
everybody.
Yeah, we
Hey,
on
appreciate
All
one.
right, LB.
man.
Hey, everybody take it easy, man. And
Hey,
just be black.
take care of each
Just
other,
be
man.
black, man. Just stick together, God.
This your
That's
boy.
all I
Yeah,
want
you
to say.
right, man. We